right, Psalm 90. Shabbat shalom, everybody.
Shalom.
All crazy. Shabbat shalom. Psalm 90. Yah, you have been our refuge in all generations. Before the mountains were born, or you had brought forth the earth and the world, even from everlasting to everlasting. You are El. Turn man back, you turn man back to dust, and say, return, O children of men. For 1,000 years in your eyes are like yesterday that has passed, or like a watch in the night. You have swept them away. They are asleep, like grass that springs up in the morning. In the morning it flourishes and springs up. At evening it is cut down and withered. For we have been consumed by your displeasure, and by your wrath we are alarmed. You have set our crookedness before you, our secret sin in the light of your face. For all our days have passed away in your wrath. We spend our years like a whisper. The days of our lives are 70 years, or if due to strength, 80 years. Yet the best of them, but toil and exertion. For it is soon cut off and we fly away. Who knows the power of your displeasure and your wrath according to the fear of you? Teach us to number our days and let us bring the heart to wisdom. Return, O Yah, how long? And be sorry for your servants. Satisfy us in the morning with your loving commitment, and let us sing for joy all our days. Give us joy according to the days you have afflicted us, the years we have seen evil. Reveal your work to your servants and your splendor to their children. And let the pleasantness of Yahuwah, our Elohim, be upon us, and confirm the work of our hands for us. Oh, confirm the work of our hands. Hallelujah.
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 That's a good one right there.
Yeah. Kind of like go with what we talking about too, you know. It's the end of what they so-called Black History Month or Hebrew Month.
Mm-hmm.
And then like all our everything they teach us come from like slavery on out, right? And so
Right.
so let's deal with this Hebrew future. What's gonna happen in the future of us? Instead of always talking about the past. But we gotta start in Matthew chapter 10. I started right here. Matthew 10 and 1. Who want to read first? You want to read first, Jermaine?
Yeah, I read.
Okay, we're gonna read 1 and then we're gonna read 5 and 6.
Okay. And having called his 12 taught ones near, he gave them authority over unclean spirits to cast them out and to heal every disease and every bodily weakness.
Okay. 5 and 6 out.
Yeshua sent these 12 out, having commanded them, saying, do not go into the way of the nations, and do not enter a city of the Samaritans, but
Like
rather
Samaritans,
but rather go to the lost sheep of the house of Yisrael.
So the Messiah sent out his 12. He had them go straight to the lost sheep of the house of Israel, and it was for a reason, right?
Right.
It was for a reason, and then he told them not to go in the way of the Gentile nations, but go to your brothers.
Mm-hmm.
It was a reason. Go ahead, my bad.
And like you say, not just what you just said, not go to the Gentile nations. It said go to the lost sheep, right?
Right.
I mean, when people say, "Oh, Gentiles are lost Israelites," we see the difference. What you just said in that marriage, it said, "Don't go to the Shamarian, right? Shamarians, but go to the lost sheep. Don't go to the Gentiles or another nation, right?"
Clearly a
Right. Clearly a big difference. So he had to go to the Israelites, right? So that's who he was sent to. You know, like the lady asked him, I am not sent but into the house of the children of Israel.
Right.
But there are other people, other fold that I had to bring in. But not right now because they got a mission to do.
Right.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. What was their mission? We're gonna go to Exodus 19 and read 1, and then we're gonna jump 3 to 6. You
In
can
the
keep
third,
going, Jermaine. Yeah.
in the third new moon, after the children of Israel had come out the land of Mizraim, on this day they came to the wilderness of Sinai.
Okay, they went to the wilderness of Sinai. Okay, 3 to 6. All right.
And Moshe went up to Elohim, and Yah called to him from the mountain, saying, "This is what you are to say to the house of Jacob, and declare to the children of Israel, you have seen what I did to the Mishrites, and how I bore you on eagle wings, and brought you to myself, and brought you to myself. And now, if you diligently obey my voice and shall guard my covenant, then you shall be my treasured possession above all the people, for all the earth is mine. And you shall be to me a reign of priests and
A
a set apart,
reign of priests.
Mm-hmm.
a reign of priests and a set apart nation. Those are the words which you are to speak to the children of Israel.
So the Most High told us we're gonna be a kingdom of priests, right?
Right.
And so that's why the Messiah had to go to the kingdom of priests to let them know, so they can do their job, right?
So
So let's go to Hosea chapter 4, and we're gonna read verse 6. Just gonna read that one verse. One more, Jermaine.
my people have perished for lack of knowledge. Because you have rejected knowledge, I reject you from being priests for me.
Mm.
Since you,
Right.
since you have forgotten the Torah of your Elohim, I also forget your children. Mm.
Right. So the Most High rejected us from being a priest to him, right?
Mm-hmm. Snatch it away.
Why?
Snatch it away.
Why I say rejected? We rejected. What did he say?
Because
His covenant.
we reject it because we have forgot his Torah.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Since you have forgotten the Torah of your Elohim.
Right.
Yeah.
Because like after
I think that's.
is that me?
I think that's.
Is that me?
That
I don't know.
scratching? I don't know.
Microphone. Somebody microphone.
Okay.
It's all good now.
Nah, that's Yah is real.
That's Marty Marr.
Yes, sir. You still there?
I don't know if we kicked him out. Something wrong with your microphone, Mar.
Yo, I'm in there. I
Yeah,
don't see nothing though on the screen. It's blank.
it's blank.
Yeah.
All right, I'm back now. Y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can now.
Okay. That must have been my phone acting up. You know, probably that.
I got kicked out too.
You did?
Oh,
It kicked me straight out. Everybody else in here?
Mm-hmm.
yeah, we still in here.
Okay. Let me share this again.
Mm.
Okay. Can y'all see the screen?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Okay, we're gonna jump to Isaiah 30 and 1 through 3 and 8
Nah.
through 10.
Yeah, I don't see the scripture.
Yeah, I don't
You
see
don't
the
see it?
screen up.
No, I don't see
No.
the scripture.
Okay. Let me see. Share screen. Okay, y'all see it now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Mar, I
Okay.
think it's something wrong with your headphones.
Everybody good?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Might have to mute him with his headphones, because I don't think he can hear Adam.
Mm.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay. Right back to it. All right. Isaiah 30, 1 through 3. Who won the Shag or Adam?
It's all good.
Okay.
You say Isaiah 30?
Yeah.
Okay. Woe to the stubborn children, declares Yahuwah,
Okay.
to make counsel, but not from me, and to devise plans, but not of my spirit, in order to add sin to sin.
We're pretty much doing what we want to do then.
Man,
Yeah. Pretty much. All right.
who are setting out to go down to Mizraim and have not asked my mouth to be strengthened
Right.
in the strength of Pharaoh.
So they went down to Mizraim to be strengthened in the strength of Pharaoh. And that's what our people do to this day. You
Mm.
know, wearing them ankhs and thinking they Egyptians and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
Right, and seeking help from like you say, we'll say like the government these days instead of seeking the Most High, because the Most High
Right.
said you ain't asked the me. You know what I'm talking about? You seeking help from Pharaoh or
Right.
from
Right.
feel me?
Two good points. Yep. Two good points, man. How people be dressed up in all of the Egyptian stuff, but they either dependent on this government instead of coming to the Most High.
Right.
Right.
And to seek refuge in the shadow of Mizraim, right? Because just like we were just saying, we need to seek refuge in the shadow of the Most High. That's our high
Right.
time, right? That's our strength. And the strength of Pharaoh shall become your shame.
Mm.
And the refuge in the shadow of Mizraim, your confusion.
And
Exactly
you
where
we
we at today.
confused with that. Yeah.
So
We got our people confused. confused with that Mizraim. Jump to 8, 8 to 10.
Yes, sir. And go, write it before them on a tablet, and inscribe it on a scroll, that it is for a latter day, a witness forever.
A latter day, that's talking about today then, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, it is.
That this is a rebellious people,
Hmm.
lying children,
Hmm.
and he refused to hear the Torah of the Most High Yah.
Refuse to hear it.
Right.
And the preachers, especially our preachers, man, they refuse to hear it. And then you see our brothers out there in the world, they refuse to hear it too.
And now
Well,
we see-
when you look at the Sunday church, I mean, honestly, when you look at the Sunday service, it ain't nothing but lies.
right.
It's these lying
Yeah.
children.
Mhm.
Concert now, man.
Or even if they give you a little truth, they still gonna give you lies with it. You know what I'm talking about?
For sure.
Right.
That's Satan himself, man.
Hey, I got one for you, man. Really quick.
Okay.
Stepdaughter went to her friend in Joliet. Her daughter was getting baptized. Baby was getting baptized. So I told her, I say, listen, pay attention to what this preacher tell you. See if he actually gonna read from the Bible or he gonna tell you some what he think what the Bible says, the Most High say, right? So she got back, she called me, she said, he was telling us pretty much like we're like babies and we're little children and we know we're gonna sin, it's okay. And God forgive us, and because we like babies. So I'm like, what?
Wow.
So that's pretty much telling people it's okay to sin.
A lie.
Because we like
something that he
babies.
can't even read.
A lie.
Exactly, man.
Right.
And then
Can't
you go
find
look
that
at
nowhere in the
Hebrews.
scripture.
Nah, you ain't gonna find that.
Yeah, that'd be the thing.
Did your daughter pick up on that he didn't read?
Yeah, she picked up on it a little bit, but she was like, I thought it was good because he's making an example. I say that's making no example. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah. Hey, that's fun. That's funny you bring up that example point too. Because I was watching I was literally watching this one. I forget what Todd Epps or something his name is. Some preacher, man. He got all the gimmicks in the world. And he be trying to use him as an example. You feel me? You know what I'm talking about? This dude, I'm telling you, he himself, he a whole distraction, man. From his outfit to his gimmicks, man. Yeah, man.
I don't know why would that preacher say that, right? So then I hit it with the Hebrews 10 and 26. Well, if we sin willfully, after that we have received the knowledge of the truth, there remained no more sacrifice for sin.
No more sacrifice for sin.
Right. But it's okay to sin because we like babies.
Yeah.
And then in that same Hebrews, it tell you to get off that milk. It tell you you don't need to be a baby out here. Come get some meat, right?
Right.
Well, typically in every other aspect, they tell you grown though. You know what I'm saying? Seriously. Grown. You should know right from wrong and all that.
And then just like we said though, you know, they'll give you a little truth with lies because realistically they are babies. You feel me? They ain't seeking the Most High. If you in his church, you a baby in that thing. For sure.
No doubt.
You ain't getting no understanding.
No doubt.
Hey, you got that Isaiah 31:1 in here?
Go ahead.
I gotta get to it.
Got it. 31:1.
Yeah, Isaiah 31:1.
Woe to those who go down to Mizraim for help and rely on horses, who trust in chariots because they are many, and in horsemen because they are very strong, but who do not look to the set apart one of Israel, nor seek Yahuwah. That's what Shad was saying that too. Yeah.
So you can look at this government like that too, then, can't you?
Yeah. Easy. Okay, let's get back to it. Start back at the middle of 9. I can go to 10.
Want me to just start back at the top of 9?
You can, yeah, that'll work.
Okay. That this is a rebellious people, lying children who refuse children who refuse to hear the Torah of Yahweh, who say to the seers, do not see, and to the prophets, do not prophesy to us what is right. Speak to us what is smooth. Prophesy deceits.
Ain't that what they do?
Every Sunday, every funeral.
Every funeral. Oh, every funeral, right? Just like
Yeah.
you just said. Every funeral.
That's just what you read in that Husha, right? When it said
Mhm.
rejected knowledge, and that's the same. To reject and refuse is basically the same. Right?
Same thing.
It's right here in your face, but you want to hear something smooth, you know, make me feel good.
Prophesy,
Right.
right? Deceits is saying.
I've got it a lot by saying people saying, well, it ain't what you saying, it's how you saying it.
So you can sin, but it's sin a certain way.
Right.
Okay. Isaiah 51. You can keep going, Shad. We're gonna read 17 to 23.
Yes, sir.
So since we don't keep the law, like he said, then what's gonna happen? Them curses gonna fall on you, right? You know, and then you're gonna have a hard time. Either way it go, you're gonna have a hard time no matter what you do. So yeah, Isaiah 51 and 17 and 23. All right.
Awake yourself, rise up, O Jerusalem. You have drunk at the hand of Yah, the cup of his wrath. You have drunk the dregs of the cup of reeling and drained it out. You ain't just drinking, you drunk it to the last sip.
To the last sip. Add sin to sin. We just read that earlier, right?
Right.
Of all the sons she bore, she has none to guide her. And of all the sons she has brought up, none is strengthening her hand. Right?
Right. Ain't nobody helping us out, you know. Even, you know, to this day, ain't nobody helping us out. You know, we got Most High sent watchmen out at these times, you know what I'm saying? To warn the people and to tell the people who they is. A lot of people still don't listen, but a lot of people are waking up and have woken up. Give our praise to the Most High for that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
No doubt.
Definitely.
Both these are coming upon you. Who is sorry for you?
Nobody.
Right.
Nobody.
Ruin and destruction, scarcity of food and sword. How shall I comfort you? Your sons have fainted. They lie at the heads of all the streets. Like a gazelle in the net, they are filled with the wrath of Yah, the rebuke of your Elohim.
We are you know what I'm saying? I mean, I could say that to myself back in the day. I used to be on the corners. You know what I'm saying? Trying to do this or do that, you know?
Caught in that net. Like she was taught, you know, just like a gazelle.
Right.
You know, they taught to go get it, you know, and they go get whatever they searching for, you feel me? And they caught in that trap. You know what I'm talking about?
Caught in that trap. You know, we're gonna end that right there. You know, we ain't gonna go to 21 and 23. We're gonna end that right there. We're gonna go to Isaiah 42.
Okay.
You can keep going too, Shag. 42, 19 to 25.
Who is blind but my servant, or deaf as my messenger, whom I send? Who is blind as he who is at peace, and blind as a servant of Yah? You see much, but do not guard. Ears are open, but do not hear.
Man, most of our people, they read Matthew 5:17, and their eyes are open,
They do
and
not
their
hear.
ears open, and they don't see nor hear.
And that was Mashiach quoting what? Isaiah, right? It has
No,
delighted
that's when he said the law. I mean, I came to fulfill the Torah.
Think not
5,
that I come to
17.
destroy the law.
Destroy, but to fulfill. And they got that fulfill, and they say, oh, that fulfill means he completed it. So it's done away with,
So you can
you
still
know.
sin, huh?
So you can still sin. Oh, no, I can still do it. The Messiah filled the Torah,
right.
you know. So
Guess we just down here for nothing then, you know?
yeah.
It has delighted Yah for the sake of his righteousness to make the Torah great and esteemed, right?
Mm-hmm.
And everywhere
Messiah
you go,
made it real great in this thing. Go ahead, Doc, my bad.
that's all good. Everywhere you go, like you say, it delighted him to make his Torah great and esteemed. Everywhere you go, it's gonna be a Bible. Even in places where they deal with different religions, Bible. It's gonna be a Bible in the country for sure.
Yeah, it's a big fight.
But this is a people robbed and plundered. All of them are snared in holes, and they are hidden in prison houses. They have become a prey with no one to deliver. For plunder and no one to say, restore.
Man, who the most people in the prison house
It's us,
to this
man.
day?
It's us. You don't see no dudes with them tall hats on there.
Right. and then even we do commit a lot of crime, but them other nations commit more crime than we commit. You know what I'm saying? But they make laws for us so they can get us.
And to
You
get
know?
off on them crimes. They'll commit heinous crimes, right? And get off on them crimes.
And get off on them.
Minor. Your crime is minor. You might
Right.
you been hungry and ran up into a spot. You feel me? Just for the food. But you're doing 10, 5 to 10.
Right.
They commit the heinous crime. I think about that. It was that, I know y'all probably remember the story of that one woman because it was big in the news. She had it was like she killed her baby. You feel me? You know? Remember that story? Her name was like
That
Amber.
black lady, the light-skinned lady.
Nah, she was white. She was a white woman.
Oh,
You talking about Kaylee or whatever in Florida or something? Casey Anthony.
Yeah, Casey.
Okay.
Yeah. Come on, man.
I think I remember that.
Guess what, man? She ain't even, it's just no, they like when it come to us, they be like, oh yeah, we already got our decision. But when it come to they people, if you feel me, it's gonna be instant. Oh, we'll see what the courts say. Come on, man.
Exactly, because where's she at right now? Not in jail, right?
Not in jail at all. And it's clear that she killed her kid, man.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
And she's probably getting paid off the shows and everything, just to add to it.
show, man.
And then look at the drug war that they had going on. They wasn't even going after the ones who was bringing the big drug. They was going after little nickel and dime baggers out there. You get caught with little cocaine, you was getting like what, 10, 20 years or something?
10 years, 10 years.
Criminalized. And now with the opioids, it's called a crisis.
It's called a crisis, because who doing the opioids, right?
The Gentiles, real talk.
Right.
Now it's a crisis.
It's a crisis.
No, it's just
even when you look at the marijuana situation, fam, they locked us up so many years for marijuana to now turn right around and make billions of dollars off the same thing that they locked us up for.
Right.
The exact same thing.
Exact same.
Make that make sense to me, man.
You can't. It's impossible.
Man.
It's against the laws of physics.
And it's people still in jail to this day.
Still
for
in
marijuana.
jail, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
But they making a killing off of it and putting poison in it.
For sure.
Yeah.
You know.
And like you say, the way to make it make sense is they ain't have a way to tax it at first. You feel me? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
No. Now that they found a way to put that tax on it, like you say, yeah, we'll give it to you now.
Yeah, you're making billions, man.
And put some extra chemicals to make you feel a little better, like I said.
And then look at this too, though. Look at the gun situation. Man, they ain't trying to make gun laws like this to
we started getting
niggas start buying guns.
We started getting
and now they want to try to take them away. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Mm.
it's crazy. Everything, hey, like it say, man, the world revolves around us. When we ready to go, when we ready to repent to the Most High, things gonna change.
We know that. We know it's gonna change
Mm-hmm.
because we already see what the scriptures say. Even at that time of change, like you say, we was made to be priests out here. The scriptures say
Mm-hmm.
Gentiles gonna be on our fringes. Man, we know you know the way to the Most High. We
Right.
it's like they follow us
You
in that.
want to know with you.
Only thing right now, we just do wickedness, like we read right now. If we was doing
Right.
righteousness, they'll be following after righteousness too.
Go.
Right. I know that's supposed to be the future, but we're gonna get to the future in a minute. You know what I'm saying? We gotta deal with this present day right now, though.
Mhm.
All right. Keep going, all right. I'm going to
23.
25.
Yes, sir. Who among you gives ear to this, pays attention and hears for the time to come, right? Who gave for
Mhm.
for plunder, right? And Yisrael to robbers. Was it not Yahuwah?
Right.
Against whom you sin? Come on, man.
That's why we get more time, huh? Because we sinned against the Creator.
Right.
Our people saw his works.
Right.
Mhm. Can't
We're
blame
supposed to
nobody
be a
else.
light to the nations, right? We're supposed to be a light to all the Gentile nations to help bring the sons and daughters of Adam back in.
Hey, a reign of priests. That's what we read.
Right.
That's what a true priest do, not what they call a priest these days in the Catholic Church. I don't know what they
Right.
You know what they're doing.
Like Marvin say, they naked up under them gowns, huh?
For they would not walk in his ways, and they did not obey his Torah. So he has poured on him his burning, his pleasure, and the strength of
Mhm.
and it set him on fire all around. Yet he did not understand. And it burned against him, yet he did not take it to heart. Right?
Man, why is this stuff coming to me?
Mhm.
Why is all this stuff happening to me?
And not just to me as a nation. Come on.
As a
As a
people, yeah,
nation,
yeah.
man, could it have something to do with us sinning against our Elohim? You know what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
that's one thing that we don't understand. It may have something to do with that effect. That's
Well,
probably what it is.
typically until now, we was never even taught that, brother.
No.
Right.
Right.
That's
You know,
why,
like you said, all we was taught was that we were slaves. You
and,
know,
and that's why the preacher man told Adam daughter child babies.
mm-hmm.
But y'all can keep on sinning. The truth
Absolutely,
with the box.
Yeah, that ain't
Real
right.
talk.
All right, Jeremiah 2, 1 and 2, Adam.
And the word of Yah came to me, saying, Go, and you shall cry in the hearing of Jerusalem, saying, Thus says Yahuwah, I remember you, the loving commitment of your youth, the love of your bridehood, when you went after me in the wilderness, in the land that was not sown.
That's when we was righteous as a people. The whole nation was doing good then, right?
Man. And that's a point a point of emphasis in itself. When you went after me in the wilderness. So it was a point of time that in the wilderness y'all was obeying. But it wasn't until, Caleb and them came back and gave word, then y'all start fearing again. You feel me? So it was a point in time before. Yeah, you was riding. He was like, oh man, praise the Most High. Yeah. You feel me? You wasn't fearing but me. You feel me? Because you fear me. Well, you like, hey, Moshe, man, hey, you got it. You whatever you say, we know the Most High said, right? That's when you go ahead, I go on.
What they say, all that the Most High said we will do.
Right. That's when you was going after me. That was the Most High saying right here. Come on.
Right. And then Moses sprinkled the blood of the covenant on them, right?
Come on, you know that.
And he called heaven and earth as a witness against them.
Come on, you gotta have 2 or 3 witnesses,
All right, 4 and 5, Adam.
Hear the word of Yah, O house of Jacob, and all the clans of the house of Israel. Thus says Yah, what unrighteousness have your fathers found in me, that they have gone far from me, and went after worthlessness, and became worthless.
Cain worthless.
Pain worthless. That scripture give me goosebumps, man.
That's bad, yeah. When you became worthless, man.
Yeah.
Right.
What unrighteousness have you seen in the Most High Yah, the most righteous? You know, the author of righteousness. You feel me?
Hey, that's why they say man love darkness rather than light.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
And became worthless, man. Come on.
And did not they say, where is Yah, who brought us out of the land of Mizraim, who led us through the wilderness, through a land of deserts and pits, through a land of drought and the shadow of death, and a land that no one passed through and where no one dwelt.
Nobody dwelt in that wilderness. All right, 8, 9.
The priest did not say, where is Yah? And those who handled the Torah did not know me. And the shepherds transgressed against me. And the prophets prophesied by Baal and walked after matters that did not profit.
Now, when he say the prophets prophesied by Baal, what was they saying? The Lord said this. I got a vision from the Lord.
Yep.
That's by Baal.
Yeah.
That's by Baal.
And don't Baal translate to Lord?
Yeah.
Dave?
And that's the difference. Like coming into this, you know, you coming into the awakening, then when you come into the truth, you ain't trying to use none of them pagan words.
Man, that's that.
You trying to stay far away from that as you can.
Right, because again, we ain't rejecting that knowledge. You feel me? All praises to the Most High Yah.
All praise.
Oh, praise. I felt that. I
praise.
felt that. You said that. You know, we ain't rejecting that now. Let's go back to that Hosea.
Right.
You know, because you reject now. We ain't rejecting it now.
Nope.
We want it all.
Straight
You know.
9.
Okay, 9. Yeah.
Therefore I still contend with you, declares Yah, and your children's children I contend.
Man, praise
Right.
God. That's a Selah moment, right?
As merciful, man. The Most High is merciful.
Man. And still contending with us and your children. That means
children.
Right, come on. We're going to, especially us right now in these latter days. You feel me? I still continue. Come on. Praise Yah.
Right. All praises. And that's the thing of it too. You know what I'm saying? All right. So he contending with our children, right? So it's kind of up to us to teach our children these laws, statutes, and commandments in the way of the Most High, right? So they can live.
Right.
You know, it's a point in time whereas like our forefathers after slavery and stuff, they didn't know who they was. It's a reason why they didn't know who they was too. We're gonna get that in a minute, but you know, if you don't know who you is, then you don't know what you know. You don't know who you is. You don't know where you're supposed to be going.
Exactly.
You take on the customs of everybody around you.
Man, that's for sure.
Not even knowing what those customs are about.
And the crazy thing about it, family, is the truth of any situation on this planet is half the battle of it, man. Knowing the truth of any situation you could possibly think of on this planet is half the battle of it, man.
You know what, Jermaine? That's all the battle. Yep, that's all.
Real talk, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
Man.
Because now you got to battle with everybody that's against what you're talking about.
Well, simply knowing the truth of it, at this point, all you have to do is come up with the actions to make it right or make it work. Simply knowing the truth of it. All you got to do at that point, fam, is come up with the actions to make it work, man.
Then when you talk about actions, that means works, right? That's why I
For
say
sure.
without works is dead. You feel me? But you can know the truth and still be walking in wickedness. You feel me?
No doubt.
Yeah,
No doubt.
yeah.
Mhm.
I was gonna say, like, with our people losing who they are, it's even worse because, like, we already had a bad habit of, even when we did know who we was, wanting to be like the other nations. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
us really
Yeah.
not knowing who we
Yeah.
are, we ain't got
Yeah.
no chance. You know what I'm saying?
And that's
Real
what the
talk.
most
That's
high was
not.
telling us what we was reading earlier. You know,
eh,
what go ahead,
No, my bad. Go ahead.
just when
I'm
we
gonna
read
say it after you get done.
when the most high say what weakness have your fathers found in me? That they already know who I am and it still go off. You feel
Real
me?
talk, man.
So again, now when you
Mhm.
lose captivity, he say, I'm gonna bring you back to the knowledge of me, especially if you
Mhm.
don't.
They
Right?
still went out to different lords and the Phoenician gods and everything else.
Right.
Everything but the Most High, man.
Right. So the thing is, it's good to tell our children about these things. But let's hit this Deuteronomy 11. I gonna hit this one, y'all.
Yeah, I can read.
Deuteronomy.
I took my headphones off. I can read.
Oh,
Welcome back,
okay.
brother.
Welcome back, All right, Deuteronomy 11, 1 through 7,
And you should love your Elohim. You should love Yah, your Elohim, and guard his charge, even his laws and his right rulings and his command always.
Mm.
And you shall know today, for it is not for it is not your children who have not known, who have not seen the discipline of Yahuwah, your Elohim, his greatness, his strong hand, and his outstretched arm,
Mm.
and his signs and his works which he had done in the midst of Mizraim to Pharaoh, sovereign of Mizraim, and to all his land, and that which he had done to the army of Mizraim, to their horses and to their chariots, when he made the waters of the sea of reeds overflow them as they pursued you, and how Yahuwah has destroyed them to this day, and what he had done for you in the wilderness till you came to this place, and what he had done to Dathan and Abiram, the son of Elab, son of Reuben, when the earth opened his mouth and swallowed them up, and their household and their tents and all the living creatures that were in their possession in the midst of all Israel.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I was just
For
thinking about
yours,
that today too. I like, man, most high so powerful, right?
Right.
Man.
Open the ground up on them.
So that, because I was thinking about how, Balaam and them had called Moshe a magician. I was like,
Yeah.
ain't no magician doing that, man.
No.
Right.
for yours are the eyes that saw all the great works of Yahuwah, which he did.
Right. So they saw all that, right? They saw all that.
Mhm.
All right,
Mm-hmm.
now we're gonna jump down to 18 and 21, Marv.
Yeah, you read that good, bro. Straight up.
Thank you. And you shall lay up these words of mine in your heart and your being, and shall bind them as a sign in your hand, and there should be as frontlets between your eyes.
And I'm gonna hold you right there one time, right?
Okay.
The people who Adam said wear the tall hats, they literally do that, right? They put that little box, and you see that little box that's hanging from their forehead. That's the front. They got the Torah in it, the laws, right? You know what I'm saying? And they got the things on their hand. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, they don't even understand that this is
Right.
a spiritual thing. You
That
feel me?
it's
Go
a
ahead.
spiritual thing, not no flesh thing, right?
Right.
He said, where you supposed to bind these words at, Marv?
In your heart. Oh, my bad.
No, yeah. Yeah, I was just saying he was reading, but yeah, you said it in your heart and in your being.
All right, that's your
Just
spirit,
like
your soul.
and that's just like when the Most High gave you the law, he said, even if man do them, he gonna live in them. That means he
Right.
gonna live by these things. And the Messiah said, don't let your right hand know what your left hand doing. So this got to be a way of life.
For sure.
Yeah. You gotta move it up.
Okay, 19, my bad.
Oh, you good. And you shall teach them to your children. Speak of them when you sit in your house, and when you walk by the way, and when you lie down, and when you rise up.
Mm.
So he's saying you should always talk about the Most High and His glory, what He did.
Like Jeremiah, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you shall write them on the doorposts of your house and on your gates, so that your days and the days of your children are increased on the soil of which Yahuwah swore to your fathers to give them, as the days of the heavens on the earth.
As the days of the heaven on earth. So that's talking about the kingdom, New Jerusalem. That's the land He's talking about. He ain't talking about just that land, right? Because He
Like
swore to
that
the
future.
fathers to give him that. Right.
Like you said, he want us to remember his works and all the things that he did, and that goes back to keeping these feast days and the holy days. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
sir.
That people
Yes,
don't want to
sir.
keep. You know,
Yes,
that's how we
sir.
remember the things that he did.
Yep.
Okay. 22 and 23. I mean, 22. No, that was it. That was it. My bad. All right. So we got to teach them to our children. And let's go to one of our forefathers who taught them to his children, and he told them about it, right? We're going to go to Asher, chapter 1, 37 to 39. Okay. I get this one. I hit this one. Become not, my children, as Sodom, which sinned against the angels of the Most High, and perish forever. For I know that ye shall sin, and be delivered into the hands of your enemies, and your land shall be made desolate, and your holy places destroyed, and you shall be scattered unto the four corners of the earth, and ye shall be set at naught in the dispersion, vanish away like water. So when we, got to these lands, we was set at naught. You know what
Hey,
I'm
hey,
saying? They do whatever they want with us. What'd you say? At?
hey, hold up. Listen, when it say the four corners of the earth,
Mm-hmm.
would that make this planet not a sphere?
Come on,
Right.
man. Don't do this right now, cause me and my woman
Oh,
talk.
okay, my bad. Okay, all right, all right, my bad.
Hey,
Hey, he say the ends of the earth.
It
He
just
say
hit
the
me
ends
though.
of the earth, right?
hey, cause
Yeah.
and she teach science. You feel me? So I be trying to,
Yeah,
I be telling her that. I be like, man, it's flat. And he say to the four corners. You feel me? And we look at a map. I got a big map on my wall. You feel me? It don't show you nothing that's like a sphere like that. You know what I'm talking about? And if it,
Yeah,
Right.
and I'm just speaking, I ain't even gonna speak about the circular aspect. I just speak about the sphere. You feel me? But it ain't no sphere. It can't be.
I
Right?
think
well,
the
it
four
can't be if it got four corners.
I think the four
Right.
corners mean just east, north, east, west, north, and south. That's considered the four corners. And it's
Right.
considered when you take the spear and you just lay it flat, that's what you get is a flat map. But if you take it and you roll it up, and then that's what you get,
Well,
basically.
just the fact that if it's a sphere, you're not going to be saying no corners on no sphere, brother.
And
Right.
that's why I said I ain't
That's
saying
impossible.
that's why I said I ain't saying about the circular aspect of it. I'm saying it ain't no sphere. For sure.
And
Mhm.
yeah, and then you look at a map and you look at the lands, it's look like if you wanted to, you can just push them together and they'll fit perfectly like a puzzle.
Yeah.
It's like
I
how
mean,
they
I didn't
just
mean to take us
grasp.
off course, man. That just hit me upside the head when it, saying that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I said that'd be a topic for a whole. That's a whole nother
Yeah.
for sure.
Okay, 42 to oh my 45. All right. Therefore, do ye also, my children, tell these things to your children, that they disobey him not.
Mm.
For I have known that ye shall surely be disobedient, and assuredly act unyali, not giving heed to the law of Elohim, but to the commandments of men,
Mm.
being corrupted through wickedness.
Man,
Hey,
so
and that goes back to like I said. Oh my bad.
go ahead.
Oh, just saying, like, like I just said, you talked about earlier that like the Most High gave us His feast days. We don't keep them, but we rather keep these pagan days given to us by men. You know what I'm saying? Same thing.
Right.
Right.
Hey, scroll back to a little bit.
Okay.
Man, like you say, not giving heed. It say you acting unholy, ungodly, right? Not
Right.
giving heed to the commandments. So the opposite of acting, ungodly and acting godly or holy, right, or set apart is giving heed to the law of the Most High, right?
Right. And what's the opposite of not giving heed to the law of the Most High?
Being
It's
corrupted,
getting heed to,
ungodly, ungodly, like you said.
yeah. Or if you're not keeping the law of the Most High, you must be keeping the law of man.
Right.
Definitely.
It's either one
Right.
or the other, right?
Definitely.
And what it say with
Somebody.
that? And then what it say with that? When you keeping the commandments of man, you what? You corrupted with wickedness, through wickedness, man. Come on, man.
Mhm.
Through wickedness.
And he said it right here. He said, and therefore ye shall be scattered as Gad and Dan, my brother, and ye shall not know not your lands, tribe, and tongue. Right?
And do we not? And do
Right.
we
We
not?
do not.
Right.
We do not to this day. To this day,
Real
we
talk.
don't know where our land is. They say
Real
that's
talk.
Israel, right? But the Most High said Israel gonna be in ruin. And then you look, they show where the real Israel is at. You don't know who tribe you in. Now,
Or the
now they
language.
got this. Who told them about the tribes, the 12 tribe chart? Who let them know that these people is in this land? They don't know. It's a lie.
So,
So,
And our tongue, right?
right. You speak another man's language.
all that.
Another man's
All that.
language.
It's named after other. Ain't what is England? What is England? I don't want to say the wrong thing. But again, English come from England or Latin,
Right.
but it's still named after England. You feel me?
For sure.
They speak a hard English. You feel me? That's the UK.
But
That's the UK, right?
the UK.
Yeah.
But the Most High will gather you. Go ahead.
No, my bad. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna keep reading. Go ahead. You got something to say?
No, sir. Go ahead. You got it. All praises.
Okay. But the Most High will gather you together in faith, right? Through his tender mercy, not our mercy, through his tender mercy. And for the sake of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Because he promised them, right?
Right. And then I'm going to take it out in a simpler matter. I break it down in a simpler matter. But the Most High will gather you in faith through his tender mercy. All praises to the Most High for this assembly. You feel me?
All praise.
Yeah,
Gathering us together with his tender mercy. Coming into this truth, man. Who can you really talk to? You feel
Real
me?
talk. Real talk.
Yeah, you can't really talk to nobody.
Right.
Oh, man. They're looking at you like you crazy, man.
Right.
You do with conspiracy theories, man.
And like he said, you ain't gonna know your language, tribe, or tongue.
Right.
All right, Ezekiel 34. Who up?
I think it's on me.
Okay. We're gonna read 1 through 5.
Okay. And the word of Yah came to me, saying, Son of man, prophesies against the shepherds of Israel. Prophesy to them. Thus says the Master Yahuwah to the shepherds, woe to the shepherds of Israel, who have been feeding themselves. Should not the shepherds feed the flock?
Man.
Again, that we doing what we want to do.
Right.
And the majority of these pastors every Sunday is getting paid from these people.
Right.
Getting
Feeding
paid,
themselves.
Doc.
You getting paid for what?
Feeding
Nothing.
themselves.
They ain't feeding them.
Nothing.
They ain't feeding them no truth, no knowledge. Yo,
Mm.
if you getting paid, almost would have been counted worthy if you was feeding the flock. You
For
know,
sure.
Right.
So
And the pastor's supposed to be studied up in the word before he even become a pastor. So if it's a pastor out there, he should know who the children of Israel is, right? And if our
sure.
pastors are studied in his word so good, how do we know more than them? You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I was at the, but the thing is, they do be knowing. I was at the barber shop, and there was a pastor, and he was talking about how the Pope is allowing gay marriage, and he was like, "How am I supposed to teach that if the Pope is saying this?" But it's like, bro, why are you talking about what the Pope is saying, but
Worried
not what
about
the
what the
Most High
Pope.
is saying?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
that because they followed that lesson plan that they received. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You dealing with the
Right.
commandments of
Mm.
men that we just read earlier, right? If you
Right.
following the Pope, you dealing with the commandments of man. What the Pope say? You feel me?
Right. Yeah, because he'll bust out his own commandments in a heartbeat, boy.
In a heartbeat.
Right.
Real fast. Real
I
fast.
mean, honestly though, just look at the abomination of that though, man. That this dude is sitting here and physically saying, okay, well now it's okay to do this.
Right.
Man, come
And
on.
nobody looking at the
That's a good
retardation
point.
of that.
Yeah, nobody said back then, oh, you know what I'm saying? Now it's okay to do it.
Exactly.
Nobody questioning that. They don't question it, man.
Right. It was a
Pope says
comment
cool.
made on the game. It was this Gentile going in last night. He was acting weird. Y'all remember last night? Then he says, like, I don't remember exactly what he said, but I remember basically being like, yeah, it is an abomination. Feel me? You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
He was like, God hates those who.
Oh
Say,
yeah,
you know what he said.
he did say something. I forgot what he said.
Yeah, and I was like, hey, it is an abomination. Most High hate that. Abomination means to hate, or along those lines, right? To strongly hate, I believe the definition.
Mhm.
Feel me?
Low,
Yeah,
right?
right. Come on. Okay. It was on me, right? Yes, sir.
Yeah.
You eat the fat, right? They be getting paid like Big Man say. You eat the
Right.
fat and you put on the wool. Come on, dress real nice.
That's
in your
real
short
nice.
suit.
Man, you see Pastor this week? See that outfit?
You slaughter the fatlings. You do not feed the flock. Come on.
Not feeding the people.
Not feeding, and that was a command that the Messiah gave to Peter, right? Feed my flock,
Right.
feed my sheep.
Hey, we see Peter got that
So-
name changed too, though. You know, that's
Yeah,
why I'm ready to get that name changed. That's for sure. I'll praise you.
Mm.
I think it's Isaiah something. Most High said we're gonna get a new name.
Right? Right. And we're gonna be by one language. So
Mm-hmm.
verse 4. You have not strengthened the weak, nor have you healed the sick, nor bound up the broken, nor brought back the straying, nor sought what was lost.
Lost sheep, right? If you
Right.
know this book, you know who the lost sheep is. You should be teaching them that they the lost sheep. But you don't want to teach them that they the lost sheep for one reason. It's because you have to say that you got to go back and keep this law that the Most High gave. That's why you ain't telling.
And they won't
That's
get
what I
that
think.
503, baby.
You get that money. Worry about that money, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's what we started, with when we first started dealing. But rather go to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Right?
And we should have been that light for everybody else, you know?
Right.
So we see they ain't do that accordingly, what we read, right?
Right.
But you have ruled them with might and harshness. Oh, pastor said this. Pastor said, I gotta make sure I pay these tithes. I remember when I was going to the church house, man, that nigga used to send a bill to the house. Nigga.
Get out of here, man.
Ah, man.
He's in a bill.
I ain't joking though, for real though.
Man, what he say? You didn't pay last week or the week before?
Man, you ain't paid.
Hey, the bill was like it was like, okay, you said you in the beginning of the year you made a devotion to pay this much, man. This where you slacking at. It's a bill.
Wow.
I want to put it. It's a bill to me. Feel me?
Wow.
Yeah.
Man, who do that?
We're gonna
bro?
revoke
That's
certain privileges.
wild, man. That's wild.
I think I might still got one of them bills. Straight up.
That's why we put up out the assembly.
Man,
Yeah.
okay. Verse 5. And they were scattered because there was no shepherd, and they became food for all the beasts of the field when they were scattered.
Mm.
Man. And just think about that. And they were scattered because there was no shepherd. And they became food for all the beasts of the field when they were scattered, right? In Deuteronomy, the Most High said that if you don't keep these, this gonna happen to you. But if you keep these, you're gonna have it good, right? And so we didn't do it, so we got scattered for disobedience. But now the thing is, like you go and talk to them, man, they try to do away with the 12 tribes of Israel. Every time these pastors, they don't want nothing to do with the 12 tribes of Israel.
Yeah.
And it's prophecy that they're gonna wake up. So how can they stop it?
Can't stop prophecy.
Right.
And
Can't
look at
stop
the middle of 5, and they became food for all the beasts of the field.
Yeah, look at us.
We was just
Mhm.
talking about that before we got started today, family. How real that is, man.
Man.
Hey,
You know what I'm
for all
saying?
the beasts in the field. Yeah.
Man.
Seriously.
Food for everybody, right?
Man
Let's see
and
what they
beast
try.
on it.
Hey, physically and mentally, right?
Right. Because look how they do
yes.
it, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, because you're gonna devour all this false doctrine now, mentally. And we already know what the physical about.
Straight up.
Mhm. All right. Let's see what they want to stop, but they ain't gonna never be able to stop it because it comes from the Most High. Let's just take a look at it real quick. You know, we're gonna read this Revelation chapter 7.
Okay.
We're gonna go to 1 to 8.
Hey,
This
big
is
man.
what they trying to stop.
Hey, big man. I don't want you to think I don't know no math. I know it was on you. I just wanted to read. You know. Okay.
I mean, unless Jermaine, you want to read these side verses, because we're gonna go back to Ezekiel, where you can continue, Shag, or unless you want to read it all, you can read it all if you want.
Yeah, I want to read. I ain't gonna stunt.
Okay. Revelation 7, 1 through 8.
Okay. And after this, I saw 4 messengers standing at the 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor the sea, nor the trees. And I saw another.
That's why I was saying about the 4 corners. Go back down real quick. When he's talking about, that's what I was saying about the, the north, south, east, and west, the 4 corners of the earth. When it was talking about the 4 corners earlier.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I was saying it's north, east, west, and south.
I don't know, Cheese. I mean, even with that, fam, I mean, north is not a corner, bro.
Right.
I know, but
I'm just saying.
That's how it's described in here, though.
Nah, it's a direction. I know what you're trying to say, but like Big Man said, corner, it's an actual direction. You feel me?
Well, just when you look at the fact of he saw 4 messengers standing at the 4 corners of the earth.
Yeah, I think a lot of us
the 4 winds of the earth.
A lot of us think of corners, think of like a square or something, you know what I'm saying, or a sheet or something, That's how a lot of us.
But this, I know what Big Man saying. If you think about, say you do got a square, right, and you draw an X between it, right, and all that, everything's gonna convert to the middle of it. You know what I'm saying? So each side, you know what I'm saying, can convert to the middle, and you'll deal with everything basically.
And then what would that middle be? Like it say, the scriptures say, the Most High who sits on the circle of the earth at the top, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what the scripts say.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I don't want to deal with the actual shape, because any shape you draw an X between it, you feel me? It's all gonna converge to the middle.
come
But-
back to it. Yeah.
But if you still draw that same X, how many corners does the X have? 4.
Four.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right, let's continue real quick.
So that's a good discussion for another day. Okay?
Definitely.
Another lesson for another time.
Or after Shabbat's discussion, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, verse 2. And I saw another messenger coming up from verse 2 again. And I saw another messenger coming up from the rising of the sun, holding the seal of the living Elohim. And he cried with a loud voice to the 4 messengers to whom it was given to harm the earth and the sea.
Why didn't he do it? Let's keep going. All right.
Saying, do not harm the earth, nor the sea, nor the trees, until we have sealed the servants of our Elohim upon their foreheads.
Man, now who is these servants that's gonna get sealed?
Verse 4. And I heard the number of those who were sealed, 144,000, sealed out of all the tribes of the children of Israel.
Out of all the Christian churches in America.
Out of all the tribes of the children of Israel.
Okay.
Verse 5. Of the tribe of Yehuda, 12,000 were sealed. Of the tribe of Reuben, 12,000 were sealed. Of the tribe of Gad, 12,000 were sealed. Of the tribe of Asher, 12,000 were sealed. Of the tribe of Naphtali, 12,000 were sealed. Of the tribe of Manasseh, 12,000 were sealed. Of the tribe of Shimeon, 12,000 were sealed. Of the tribe of Levi, 12,000 were sealed. Of the tribe of Issachar, 12,000 were sealed. Of the tribe of Zebulun, 12,000 were sealed. Of the tribe of Joseph, 12,000 were sealed. Of the tribe of Benjamin, 12,000 were sealed.
So it ain't no tribe of Mormon sealed, no tribe of Baptist sealed, none of that.
No
You know?
religion, no religion.
No religion, not.
No.
All right, 14-1, not 14-1.
Okay. And I looked and saw a lamb standing on Mount Zion. On Mount Zion. And with him, 144,000, having his father's name written upon their forehead.
So it ain't no way they can stop the waking up of the children of Israel, is it?
Not at all, man.
Not at all. And I like
way.
And I like how we read again upon their foreheads, because earlier we read that the Most High said, "Put a frontlet on your forehead," in Deuteronomy, right? I believe it was. But
Yeah. It's in Revelation too. It's in Revelation too.
Right. So again, we're dealing with that spiritual. The Most High sealing you in the spiritual aspect, in the spiritual manner.
Yeah, that's why they're going crazy now.
All right. Since they ain't telling the people the truth, let's go back to Ezekiel. They don't want the children of Israel to know who they are because of money and things like that, right? They don't want to teach the truth because of money and because of they get kicked out of their congregation.
Right.
And they know when the children come back, they got to keep the law. They got scattered for disobeying the law. All right. 6-13, Shad.
Okay, I'm just making I don't want people to think I'm selfish trying to eat everything. So if anybody want to read, if not,
No, you can go ahead.
okay. My sheep wandered through all the mountains and on every high hill. My sheep were scattered over all the face of the earth, and no one was seeking or searching for them.
Right, because they didn't know who they were. Like Psalm 83, they want to put this name of Israel to no more remembrance.
For sure.
And And listen, every type of generation that they try to do this,
Yes, sir.
from the
Yes,
beginning,
sir.
and I'm pretty sure to the end for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 7. Therefore, you shepherds, hear the word of Yahuwah. As I live, declares the master Yah, because my flock became a prey, and my flock became food for every beast of the field. From not having a shepherd, and my shepherds did not search for my flock. But the shepherds fed themselves and did not feed my flock. Therefore, shepherds, hear the word of Yah.
Talking to the preacher, man.
Right.
Yeah, that's why they can afford private jets and stuff, man, mansions.
Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Come on. So, and then we see ain't nothing new under the sun.
Straight up.
They've been
Right.
profiting off trying to quote unquote, speak the word of the Most High.
And I knew under the sun, they probably power bottles back then too, huh?
Man, they had the best camels and horses back then.
Straight up. Straight up.
Yeah, definitely
Wow,
nothing
yo,
new under the sun. Huh?
this is just something to say. You know what I mean? Like he said, no one's seeking and no one care. Like what nation of people do you know other than our people that get their name changed, like their nationality changed all the time? And don't nobody
Right.
care. Nobody care to do the research or nothing. Like people just out here just changing their nationality, just black, Negro, Afro-American, you know what I mean? Like, come on, what other nation of people out here getting their name, their nationality changed?
Yeah, not a
We
string,
don't even care
Right.
enough to
not
stop.
Jamaicans, nothing, you know.
Right. And then if they do put a label on us, it's still gonna be the same from when we came out of Egypt. Slave. When they look at us, they just see slave. Even if it ain't no just old slave, you still go to your 9 to 5, man. You know, you ain't getting the funds that Gentile getting. Slave.
Nope. Nope.
What verse was I on? 10 or 9?
10.
Thus said Master Yahuwah, see, I am against the shepherds. Come on. If any quote unquote pastor should read this, they should tremble, right?
Real
Tremble.
talk.
Right.
See, I am against the shepherds and shall require my flock at their hand. Wow. Tremble what they should do, huh?
Right. Fear and trembling should seize them.
Right? And shall make them cease feeding the sheep. That just happened to that TD Jakes. I feel like one of y'all sent something in the chat, like, man, look at the population of his churches be filled. Now it's like rows. It was empty, basically. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But you can see that in a lot of big churches too.
Yeah.
They get all that money from their sheep. They get all that money for their sheep, and then they build big churches.
Right.
Just like that one guy, Jermaine. You know what I'm saying? He got a big church, but it's empty in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We ain't saying no nothing.
TD Jake's church is empty because ain't nobody trying to get swallowed up, man.
Oh man.
Swallowed up.
They're not trying to get swallowed.
Hey, you gotta cease. You gotta cease feeding the sheep, man. I'm talking about your doctrine it's probably getting super polluted, man. It's already polluted out here. Come on. That's when it's intoxication pollution, like you about to kill them off that pollution. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And I shall deliver my flock from their mouths, right? I shall deliver my flock from their mouths, and they shall no longer be food for them, right?
Right.
For thus said the Master Yahuwah, see, I myself shall search for my sheep and seek them out. All praise. Right. And
we didn't it wasn't no pastor, man, that showed us who he is to this day, right?
Exactly.
No, sir.
Exactly. So we come through who who gives all truth, right? Yahushua.
Right.
Come on.
Right.
As a shepherd seeks out his flock on the day he is among his scattered sheep, so I shall seek out my sheep and deliver them from all the places where they were scattered in a day of cloud and thick darkness.
Mm.
I shall bring them out from the peoples and gather them from the lands, and they shall bring them to their own land, and I shall feed them on the mountains of Israel, in the valleys, and in all the dwellings of the land. Come on.
Right. All the dwellings of the land. So the Most High said he gonna seek us out, right?
Right. And it's a lot
So,
of
all right. So when he seek us out, we gotta find out, you know. So now let's go to my favorite scripture, Deuteronomy 30. I love this scripture. It's my favorite scripture, man. Deuteronomy 30. We're gonna read 1 through 8. I'll let Adam get this.
Yes,
All
sir.
right. And it shall be, when all these words come upon you, the blessing and the curse which I have set before you, and you shall bring them back to your heart among all the nations where Yahuwah your Elohim drives you, and shall turn back to Yah your Elohim and obey his voice, according to all that I command you today, with all your heart and with all your being, you and your children.
Man, you and who are?
Your children.
So our children gotta learn this. So we know we gotta teach our children these things.
Then Yahuwah your Elohim shall turn back your captivity and shall have compassion on you. And he shall turn back and gather you from all the peoples where Yahuwah your Elohim has scattered you. If any of you are driven out to the farthest parts under the heavens, from where Yahuwah your Elohim does gather you, and from there he does take you. And Yahuwah your Elohim shall bring you to the land which your fathers possessed, and you shall possess it. And he shall do good to you and increase you more than your fathers. And Yahuwah your Elohim shall circumcise your heart and your heart of your seed, to love Yah your Elohim with all your heart and with all your being, so that you might live.
And then what the Most High gonna do, Adam? Verse 7.
And Yahuwah your Elohim shall put all these curses on your enemies and on those who hate you.
So now, is that what you saying? We saying that we dealing with Israelite future then? Right?
Yeah, that's future.
That's definitely
We talking about future.
Man, let me hit that 6 again, man.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And Yahuwah your Elohim shall circumcise your heart and the hearts of your seed, to love Yahuwah your Elohim with all your heart and with all your being, so that you might live.
That's mercy right there. Because, you know, you ain't gonna circumcise your own heart, right?
No. And Yahuwah your Elohim shall put all these curses on your enemies and on those who hate you, who persecuted you.
Man, do we got people that hate us?
Every day.
Hey, I don't know if y'all was talking about this on the recording, but like he said, the Most High gonna put the curses on your enemies. So we was just talking about like the opioids, and now we seeing, you know, they put the crack on us, and then we see the epidemic of drugs being, you know, on them now.
Yeah, you're right, Art.
You can look at it that way too.
And then the way of the Most High, it ain't just no poof. It's a slow move. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's why I mean you can look at it that way too, right? You ain't gonna see no black people out here hooked on meth.
Yeah,
I ain't think about that. I ain't think about that, Art. That was a good point, Yamel.
Yeah, actually, none of it is hocus pocus, though, man. You know,
right?
Straight up.
But like the brothers were saying, when they get on drugs, it's like it's no longer imprisonment, it's rehab centers and all that.
Yeah, it's not criminalized. Yeah,
Right.
it's not
But we still
criminalized like
see,
it was. Yeah.
And we
but we
ain't had
see
no
that we see
intervention
those.
in the hood, man. In the
Right.
epidemic in the 90s. We ain't had intervention on TV.
So
But we see
going
the
to
curses.
prison.
Yeah, we see the curses going on now. You know what I'm saying?
Slowly but surely, right?
Straight up.
Man. All in his time. And you should
Did you
turn
hear
back
that, Doc? Yeah. Go ahead.
okay. And you should turn back and obey the voice of Yah and do all his commands, which I command you today.
So he said, and you should turn back and obey the voice of Yah and do all his commands, which you command today. So that's the commandments that they trying to still do away with. So we know this is the future. So why they telling us not to do it, but when we still got to do it.
And it's gonna hurt
Most
your
I
future.
said you still gonna do it, right?
Yeah. And you go back to that 6, he said, so that you may live. That's
Right.
Right.
the only opportunity that you got.
All right.
Okay. And let's go to First Baruch chapter 2.
When we hit it,
We'll read you can read it 30 to 35.
yeah, let's see for a minute. For I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people. But in the land of their captivities, they shall remember themselves,
Praise
Mm.
Yah. Praise Yah.
All praises.
and shall know that I, Yahuwah,
All praise.
and shall know that I am Yahuwah, Elohim, for I give them a heart and ears to hear.
Because earlier we read in Isaiah, we ain't had no hearts we ain't had no ears to hear, right?
Right.
And they shall praise me in the land of their captivity, and think upon my name.
And think upon
Man,
And that's how you know the name make a difference.
exactly.
man.
That's for sure. That's what we
Mm-hmm.
That's for sure. Praise Yah. Just
All
to
praises.
say that is
All praise.
Right.
for sure.
Right.
And return from their stiff neck and from their wicked deeds, for they shall remember the way of their fathers, which sinned before Yahuwah.
Mm-hmm.
And I will bring them again into the land which I promised with an oath unto their fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and there shall be an Adonai of it, and I will increase them, and they shall not be diminished.
Mm.
And I will make an everlasting covenant with them to be their Elohim, and they shall be my people. And I will no more drive my people out of Israel, out of the land which I have given them.
Man.
Right.
That's future right there. That's future right there.
That's
Again,
future.
we still got to get back to that land from the ships of Tarshish, right?
Mm.
Right. Right. Okay. And now, we starting to remember ourselves in this land, right? That's the
Sure.
whole thing. Now we starting to remember ourselves. What we gonna do after we remember ourselves? Now let's see what's starting to happen to the brothers that remember themselves. What kind of things do they do?
Mm.
Isaiah 44. We're gonna read 1 through 5, Jermaine.
But now hear, O Jacob, my servant, and Yishrael, whom I have chosen. Thus said Yahuwah, who made you and formed you from the womb, who helps you. Do not fear, O Jacob, my servant, and Yeshurun, whom I have chosen.
Mm.
For I
Right.
pour
That yes run mean like the upright. Yeah.
Right.
Like I can always say, Yasha. That's yes run.
Sir.
For I pour water on the thirsty and floods on the dry ground. I pour my spirit on your seed and my blessing on your offspring.
Mm.
And
Man.
And the future again.
for sure.
No, that's going on right now. This is,
Mhm.
he pouring his spirit on us now.
No
Man,
doubt. No
that's why
doubt.
I was like, praise God. And we had a couple of Selah moments where it's just like, thank
For
you for
sure.
doing this, right? Praise God.
Mhm.
Because it said what we just read, it said, and that it said in that Baruch, that's a perfect transition, by the way. I'll praise it. For they remember the ways of their father with sin before Yahuwah. We remember, we were like, man, our father was wicked. Come on. And now he said, I'm about to put my spirit on your seed, even though your father was acting wicked. Come on, man.
Right.
Crazy.
4. And they shall spring up among the grass like willows by streams of water. One says, I belong to Yahuwah. Another calls himself by the name of Jacob. Another writes with his hand unto Yahuwah and names himself by the name of Yisrael.
Come on.
So now that we know who he is and we standing on it. So now, it ain't Ramel no more. It's Yamel, right?
Right.
He changed his name, Not only do I got Reuben, I took the Stokes away from it and put what? Israel on the end of my name, right?
Right. And some of us,
Brothers do the same thing.
right. And some of us
Some
like
of our brothers.
don't even do it. It say one says I belong to Yah. So that means we like Jermaine say I belong to Yah. My name's still Jermaine, but I belong to Yahuwah. And this is what
Right.
calls himself by the name of Yaakov, right? So another
And just like you, how you got on yours, serving the Yah, right?
right.
I belong to the Most High.
Right.
And you see all those old tribes, man, they started their names, a lot of those tribes with Yah.
I'll pray.
Yamain.
Hey, he said he gonna give us a new name, big man.
For sure.
Hey, you might as well go ahead and use that Jeremiah. Jeremiah over there, all right? Jeremiah. All right. All right, Shag, we back at Ezekiel 34, all right?
Okay.
Ezekiel 34, 16 to 22, all right?
Okay. Okay. I shall seek out the lost sheep and bring back the stray. And I shall say, and I shall bind up the broken and strengthen what was sick. But the fat, the strong, I shall destroy. I shall feed them with right ruling. And as for you, O my flock, thus said the master Yahuwah, see, I am judging between sheep and sheep, between rams and goats. Is it not enough for you to have eaten up the good pasture, and the rest of your pasture you trample with your feet? Nasty. Or that you should drink of the clear waters, and the rest of the muddy, and the rest you muddy with your feet. Come on.
Man, that's the doctrine,
Right. And we
doctrine that muddying up.
Right. And we was just dealing with partiality last week, right?
Real talk.
And as for my flock, they eat what you have trampled with your feet, and they drink what you have muddied with your feet.
So when they get this word and it's pure,
right?
They water it down, right? They water it down. They trample. They pollute it. Yes, even with some of these translations that they got out here, they mess it up. You know what I'm saying? So you don't get the pure word like you're supposed to get.
And what's that one translation that actually pollute the commandments? There's one translation that just switch it that the Catholics go by. I can't think of it.
It's the whole commandment itself.
Right.
Yeah, the whole 10 commandments is corrupted in the Catholic Church. Because they take out the 4th commandment or the second or third or something, the graven images, and put
The
something in
images,
there.
yeah.
Right,
Images
that's
not
what it
even in
is.
there.
Yeah, that's what it is. They take that out because that's what they deal with, right?
hmm And then they instituted Sunday worship, and all the churches go right after the Catholic Church. Like I said, the mother of harlots.
And they drink what you have muddied with your feet. Man,
hmm
drinking that unpure word. It's that polluted word. That's what we drink, you know.
The
But some
polluted word.
if that somebody stuck their muddy boot in some fresh, clean water, you know, a fresh, clean puddle, I say, you know, a cup of glass like that, you know, it's polluted now. Would you want to drink that?
Right.
No, that's what we drinking out here. Our people for sure, praise y'all. We ain't drinking that no more.
Right up.
Verse 20. Therefore, thus said Master Yah to them, see, I myself shall judge between fat and lean sheep.
Because you know the sheep look alike, right?
Right.
Goats and what's that? Goats and
Rams.
rams look alike. So you gotta. The Messiah talked about this. We're gonna look at that in a second. But go ahead,
Okay. Because you have pushed with flank and shoulder and thrust at all the weak ones with your horns and scattered them abroad. Lord shall save my flock and let them no longer be prey. All praises. And I shall judge between sheep and sheep. Come on.
So he judged between sheep and sheep, right?
Right.
And let's look at the parable that the Messiah gave concerning what he's saying right here.
Right.
Let's go to Matthew.
And sheep, because you know, even when we say, oh yeah, we the Israelites, right? We played a video game, they like, oh, these are the black Hebrew Israelites, and they already got a you know, how we get down from what they see on YouTube, right? They be like,
Right.
oh, Israelite, I know how y'all get down, right?
Mm-hmm.
I say gonna judge between sheep and sheep, because we all Israelites. We speaking the truth, and them brothers say they speaking the truth. Most High say he gonna judge.
Right. Between sheep and sheep. Right.
This ain't tares right here. This sheep and sheep. We gonna judge between, you know.
Okay, Marv. We're gonna hit Matthew 13, 24 to 30.
Okay.
This is just like this a parable the Messiah gave, but it goes right along with what we were just talking about. How you gonna judge between sheep and sheep, right?
All right. Another parable he put before them, saying, the reign of the heavens has become like a man who has sowed good seed in his field. But while men slept, his enemy came and sowed, what they say, sowed darnel? Darnel.
That'd be like looks like wheat, but it's poisonous to man and beast.
Okay.
You know, so they look the same, basically.
All right. While man sleep, his enemy came and sowed darnel among the wheat and went away. And when the blade sprouted and bore fruit, the darnel also appeared. And the servants of the masters of the house came and said to him, Master, did you not sow good seed in your field? From where then does it have the darnel? And he said to them, an enemy did this. And the servant said to him, do you wish then that we go and gather them up? But he said, no, lest while you gather up the darnel, you also uproot the wheat with them.
Hey, that's understanding, getting some understanding also. Go ahead, though.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. I want you to, yeah. Go back to what?
28 real quick.
28, okay.
It said, and a man and an enemy did this, right? A man did this, right? And we've been dealing with, don't be going off the commandments of man today, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
when we think about this and say a man and the enemy did this, and we starting to see, and we don't want to actually persecute these people, right? But it, they deserve persecution in my eyes, right?
Mm,
Like the enemy when you ain't feeding the sheep accordingly. You look like the enemy. That's all.
right. You right too. A man did this. Yeah. $29 again. Go ahead. 29
But he
and 30.
said, no, lest while you gather up the darnel, you also uproot the wheat with them. Let both grow together until the harvest, and at the time of the harvest, I shall say to the reapers, first gather the darnel and bind them in bundles to burn them, but gather the wheat into my granary.
Yeah. So the sheep and the sheep. He said he judged between sheep and sheep.
Hey,
Don't uproot them. Go ahead.
You deal with that 29 one time? One time,
Okay.
right? No, right? At 29 say, but he said, no, lest you gather up the darnel, you also uproot the wheat with them, right? So just imagine when we was in these Sunday churches one time, and the Most High said, I'm just uproot them all, right? We would have never had a chance to come into this truth. Praise y'all, right?
Right. All praises. Right. Right.
All praises.
It's just like the camps. You know what I'm saying? Some of our brothers in them camps, some good brothers in them camps. Remember that brother Job, Mar?
Yeah.
That was a good brother right there. You know what I'm saying? Just that he had some false doctrine from the IUIC.
Who was that?
So yeah, it was a brother that me and Marv was talking with back in the day.
Yeah.
But just in these camps, period, though, man, to still be falling under the documentation of man. Like I
Yeah.
said, man, I done heard this brother out his own mouth say, ain't no angels laid with no sisters. And clearly that is not the case.
Man,
Right.
Real talk.
Right.
Real talk.
Right. And they fitting that to their own doctrine, you feel me?
Exactly.
Because it's like when you really think about it and put it in two perspectives, right? It's like you can't say that never happened and then turn around and say, oh, Mary was impregnated by the set apart spirit, right?
Exactly.
Angels are spirit beings too, right? So why they keep going to a woman? Come
Seriously.
on.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
All right, back to Ezekiel, Shad.
Okay.
Get back there. 23 and 25. 23 to 25.
It was 34, right?
Yeah. Verse 23 to 25. And then we're going to jump to 27 and 28.
Okay. And I shall raise up over them one shepherd, my servant David, and he shall feed them. He shall feed them and be their shepherd. And I, Yahuwah, shall be their Elohim. And my servant David, a prince in their midst. Come on. What's under the king, right? A prince. Come on.
Right.
I, Yah, have spoken. And I shall make a covenant of peace with them, and I shall make evil beasts cease from their land, and they shall dwell safely in the wilderness and sleep in the forest.
Future.
Right. I was about to say that. I was about to say that sounds futuristic right there. And I shall make them and the places all around my hill a blessing, and shall cause showers to come down in their season. Showers of blessings they are. Praise God.
Right. Praise.
Rain, not we ain't talking about no rain.
Okay. 27, 28.
Okay. And the trees of the field shall yield their fruit, and the earth yield her increase, and they shall be safe in their land. And they shall know that I am Yahuwah when I have broken the bars of their yoke, right? And shall deliver them from the hand of those who enslaved them. Like God,
Right.
Mr. God. Because we still enslaved no matter what kind of house you live in, no matter what car you drive in, no matter what kind of rims you got on the car. I don't know. Still enslaved, man.
Still enslaved.
Definitely.
Let you miss one payment.
Let
Right?
you miss
pay
right.
Even once you pay it, drive it without insurance.
Right.
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 Straight up.
And even if you pay off your house,
Yes.
you miss one tax, we coming to get that.
Man,
We coming to get that.
coming to get that. Even if you got land, don't pay no taxes on that land.
Real talk.
Right.
Coming to get
Coming
that.
to get it.
Yeah, you got old taxes if you make too much money. That's crazy, man.
Yeah, this is horrible.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's horrible.
You are still enslaved.
Or didn't pay until enough. You gotta owe. Make that make sense. You ain't pay enough taxes, so you gotta owe. Come on, man. You putting
It's
the body in
crazy.
debt.
I don't know
Yeah.
about that, but yeah, for sure.
Which is in terms slavery.
right.
Right.
Regardless how you look at it. Regardless how you look at it. Verse 28.
Every brother got to work for less than what he's worth.
Yeah.
Right. And they shall no longer be a prey for the nations, and the beasts of the earth shall not devour them. And they shall dwell safely with no one to make them afraid. All praises.
Right. Right. All praise.
Right. And when we talking about beasts of the earth, we ain't talking about no animals, man.
All right.
Living beings.
Now we're gonna deal with some more of this future. Let's deal with this future now. You know, we done seen enough of our shortcomings.
I
Now
told
let's
you
go
that.
to Zachariah.
Go ahead,
Hey, Zechariah 1 through 6. Who we got? Jermaine? Wanna hit this? Or Adam?
Damn, I hit it. Don't exclude.
I hit it. No matter.
Okay. You just got done reading, Doc. That's all, you know.
You just let people.
How about this? I got a chunk for you. How about that? I got a chunk for you.
I'll wait on the chunky out.
Okay. 1 through 6.
Who got it?
Hey, I pull that Deuteronomy 11 and 8 for me.
I'll read it. In the 8th new moon of the 2nd year of Darius, the word of Yahuwah came to Zechariah, the son of Barakiah, son of Edio, the prophet, saying, Yahuwah was very wroth with your fathers, and you shall say to them, Thus said Yahuwah of hosts, turn back to me, declares Yahuwah of hosts, and I shall turn back to you, declares Yahuwah of hosts. Do not be like your fathers, to whom the former prophets proclaimed, saying, Thus says Yahuwah of hosts, turn back now from your evil ways and your evil deeds, but they did not obey or give heed to me, declares Yahuwah. Your fathers, where are they? And the prophets, do they live forever?
But we reading about them though, right?
Right.
Yeah. But my words and my laws, which I command my servants, the prophets, did they not overtake your fathers? Did they turn back and said, as Yahuwah of hosts planned to do so, as Yahuwah of hosts planned to do to us according to our ways and according to our deeds, so he has done with us.
Dang,
Right.
sure.
I was gonna say, I pull it up. I was the wrong scripture. It was Deuteronomy 8 and 5.
Okay.
Deuteronomy 8 and 5.
Thus you shall know in your heart that as a man disciplines his son, so Yah, your Elohim, disciplines you.
Right. So, like he said, you shall know in your heart, right? That as a man disciplined his son, so the Most High disciplined us. And that's why we was going through all that. He had to do that. He had to keep his word, right? Said he called heaven and earth against you. All right. Back to Zechariah, Marv, we're gonna hit 8 through 15.
Mhm. I looked at night and saw a man riding on a red horse, and he was standing among the myrtle trees in the shade, and behind him were horses, red, sorrel, and white. And I said, my master, what are these? And the messenger who was speaking to me said to me, let me show you what they are. And the man who stood among the myrtle trees answered and said, they are the ones Yahuwah has sent to go throughout the earth. Move it up a little bit. Okay. And they answered the messenger of Yahuwah who stood among the myrtle trees and said, we have gone throughout the earth, and see, all the earth is at peace and rest. Move it up. And the messenger of Yahuwah answered and said, O Yahuwah of hosts, how long would you have no compassion on Jerusalem and on the cities of Yehuda, against which you were enraged these 70 years? And Yahuwah answered the messenger who talked to me good words, comforting words. And the messenger who spoke with me said to me, proclaim, saying, thus said Yahuwah of hosts, I have been jealous for Jerusalem and for Zion with great jealousy.
Ooh, what kind of jealousy is that?
Great jealousy.
Ooh.
Mhm.
And I am very wroth with the nations who are at ease, for when I was a little raw, they furthered the evil.
Come on, man.
Man.
Oh, go ahead.
No, you go ahead. Go ahead. While I get this next scripture.
How you say they're at ease, you feel me? Riding on their boats, you feel me? Riding in their nice whips, you feel me? Steady persecuting the people of the Most High, right?
Right.
I put y'all over my people, but you steady persecute them, kill them in the streets continuously. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Doing all this evil that I didn't tell you to do, basically. I put you over the people, but I didn't tell you to keep on whipping their heads like you doing. So I'm very jealous. Crazy. Very jealous.
Very jealous. All right. Isaiah 47:1. Who up, Adam or Jermaine? Or Marv, you want to keep going?
I'll keep going.
Okay.
Come down and sit in the dust, O maiden, daughter of Babel. Sit on the ground without a throne, or daughter of the Chassidim, for no more do they call you tender and delicate.
Okay. Go all the way to 3.
Take the
2
milestones and grind flour. Remove your veil, lift up the skirt, uncover the leg, pass through rivers. Let your nakedness be uncovered. Let your shame also be exposed. I take vengeance and meet no man.
Man. Next. All right. I'm going to jump to 5. 5 through 11.
Lift up your skirt, Most High, man. I'm telling you, still got.
Quit silent. Oh my bad.
He got some he got jokes out.
I be telling him, he come with them parables, man. I'm telling you, Most High, he be for real. We got sense of humor. Like, man, lift up your skirt. Let me tell you how I'm gonna do you. You feel me?
Right.
Sit silent and go into darkness, O daughter of Chesadim, for no more do they call you mistress of reigns. I was wroth with my people. I have profound my inheritance. I gave them into your hand. You showed them
profaned my inheritance and gave them into your hands. And what they do to him,
You showed them no compassion. You made your yoke very heavy on the elderly.
Hey, and knocking on verse 5, it say, for no for no more do they call you mistress of rain, right? So
Right, right,
and that mistress is talking basically about a woman in position or authority, right? So no longer
right,
are we talking about we in the great Babel, right? So we still amongst the
right,
Chaldeans, right?
right,
No
right.
longer we call these Chaldeans, right? You in position
Mm-hmm.
of authority. No longer do we say that. Come on.
Right. And that's
Right,
just like the land, here in America. You know what I'm saying?
because we again, this the great Babel. This great Babylon.
Right.
Come on, we
Yeah.
still Chaldean. Come on. It might
Mm-hmm.
be a different color, but they still another nation, man. So
Right. Right. If they was the ones in Abraham town, right? And then they was the ones in Babylon.
and that's why and then when you think about, like you say, when you think about modern day Iran, it's called Iran, but people over there, they still call it Persia, right? Iran only means land of the whites, right? Because they skin have been whitewashed. There's been so much mixing. Now, when you look at how the
Right.
people look right now, they look more white than what they looked before when it was called.
Mm-hmm.
But again, if you go eastern, they still call that land of Iran Persia. We call it Iran, meaning again, land of the whites. Come on, man. Think about when them Gentiles come down, man, and ran through Persia, man. Come on. Okay, sorry. History lesson. That's history lesson.
We're reading that last 2 million years book now.
I've been playing too many video games, man. I need to get back to it.
All right.
You gotta go to 7.
Where you at? 7?
So,
Okay.
and you said, I am a mistress forever, so that you did not take these matters to heart and did not remember the latter end of them. And now hear this, you who are given to pleasures, who dwells complacently,
And what
com-
complicit,
complacently.
you ain't trying to grow. You good where you at. You good. I'm complacent. I'm good, man.
Right. I'm good. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing.
Come on.
Who says in your heart, I am, and there is none but me.
And ain't that what America say? Ain't that what
Sure.
Babylon say? We
And
the
then-
toughest. Nobody got nothing on us.
And then what you said earlier, with the brothers be having the uncle on, what they say, you God, son, right? Who said,
Right.
hey, in your heart, I am. Come on, I am. The Most High said, a higher, right? I am. Come on.
Right.
I do not sit as a window. Well, I do not sit as a widow, nor do I know the loss of children.
That's what they say.
What they say.
Both of these come to you suddenly in one day, the loss of children and widowhood. They shall come upon you in completeness because of your many witchcrafts, for your numerous great potent spells.
Mm-hmm.
And you have trusted in your evil. You have said, no one sees me. Your wisdom and your knowledge have led you astray.
Wow. Come on. It said that you trusted in your evil. You ain't trusted the Most High. You trust in your evil.
Trust in your evil. You know, they go around these countries and kill their leaders and take over and throw bases over there. That's evil.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And you have said in your heart, I am, and there is none but me. But evil shall come upon you, but evil shall come upon you, you not knowing from where it arises, and troubles falls upon you, you being unable to put it off. And ruin coming upon you suddenly, which you know not.
Man, I come from
Right.
Oh.
All right, let's go back to Ezekiel. And we're gonna read 35. We're gonna read that whole chapter. Okay. Adam and then Shag or Jermaine. Who want this whole chapter? Whole chapter.
Mm. Y'all want it? If not, I'll hit
Matter
it.
of fact, I hit it. I ain't read. I hit
You
it.
got it, man. You got it, man.
Say whole
All right.
chapter. You say whole chapter like it was long. That you
It ain't long. I know it ain't long. I know.
Adam and Big Man. Hey, Adam and Big Man said the whole chapter. Hold on.
All right. And the word of Yahuwah came to me saying, Son of man, set your face against Mount Seir and prophesy against it. And you shall say to it, Thus says the Master Yah, See, O Mount Seir, I am against you, and shall stretch out my hand against you, and shall make you a ruin and a waste.
Hey, and the Most
Your
High word go out and don't come back void. For sure.
right.
Then
Don't come back. And we dealing with who?
dealing with the future, right?
Yep, dealing with the future.
So when we talk about Mount Seir, we talking about Esau. Then.
We talking about Esau. I talk about Esau. Your cities are destroyed, and let you be a ruin, and you shall know that I am Yahuwah. Because you have had a continuous enmity and handed the children of Israel over to the power of the sword at the time of their calamity.
All right. I'm gonna be quiet one of these days. But when to say, because you had a continuous enmity, right? That's from the beginning
Right.
when Esau hated Jacob from the beginning, right? That's a continuous.
Man,
Right? It ain't stopped.
continuous enmity.
Can
Right.
y'all am I breaking up?
No, you good. Go ahead and say it. Yeah, man.
Hey, like you said, continual hatred. We see that every time we play the video game. You know what I'm saying? Shaq said he hopped in the lobby. It wasn't even no brothers in the lobby, and he Shaq quiet, and they just talking nasty about it. He's a nigger, and it's just for no reason, man.
Yeah,
No reason.
Gentile talking about love. He said, I hate nigga. I don't know what he say. I like, man, let me just leave this lobby.
They ain't never got no reason.
You know?
They can't help it. They can't help it.
He said, because you have a continuous enmity and handed the children of Israel over to the power of the sword at the time of their calamity, at the time of the crookedness of the end. Therefore, as I live, declares the Master Yah, I shall appoint you for blood and let blood pursue you. Since you did not hate blood, therefore blood shall pursue you.
You know, me, Esau was a hunter of the field. You know, some people went out there and started hunting right now and I killed the deer. I'm like, oh man, you know, just looking at blood gushing from his brains. You feel
Right.
me? Esau is a hunter of the field. He loved blood. He like, yeah, I killed that shit. Come here, let me take a picture. Put the horns up. You feel me?
Right.
Come on.
Yeah, they take pictures of the stuff that they kill, right?
Come on, they in the picture too, holding the horns, dead animal that they killed. Come on, Esau been doing this, man.
They used to have pictures of us hanging and all of them being around. That's what the picnic and stuff comes from.
Yeah, showing
For
themselves.
sure.
They love blood. Like it just said, they love blood, right?
Love blood. I love blood.
And I shall make Mount Seir a ruin,
Right.
and a waste, and cut off from it the one who leaves and the one who returns.
Man.
So it don't matter if you done left Mount Seir or you returning to Mount Seir, hey, you gonna get it.
Right.
And shall fill his mountains with the slain, those slain by the sword falling on your hills, and in your valleys, and in your ravens.
Oh, oh, that's a sight to see.
I shall make you an everlasting ruin, and your cities uninhabited.
Come on.
And you shall know that I am Yahuwah.
And you shall know. Most High ain't playing. Understand that, right? The Most High ain't playing. He said his name, it will reign throughout this world, right? And you shall know.
Right.
And you shall know. Come on. He even say when judgment time, every knee gonna bow. You gonna know.
Because you have said, these two nations and these two lands are mine, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we shall possess them, although Yahuwah was there, right?
Right. And
We're
that's
gonna, we gonna, we gonna take the two nations,
right.
Israel and Judah. We're gonna take that, and we're gonna take this land,
Exactly.
right?
Exactly. Right. Exactly. And portray themselves as they are us. Right. People in
Right,
the land, that's Esau in our land, man. And they say, hey, this
right.
our and we portray to be the people of Israel. They don't even they never said they Israelites. We,
Never,
we,
never,
we
never
Jewish.
said that.
We Jewish. Ish means kind of, right? We kind of Jews, something like it. You feel me? Come on.
Right.
Just let them have it.
Therefore, as I live, go ahead, Adam. My bad.
I'm just saying, we just give them that. That's what they saying, you know.
Give them that.
Hey, Most High said, because we ain't reject knowledge. Praise Yah, right?
Mm.
Mhm. Therefore, as I live, declares the Master Yah, I shall do according to your displeasure and according to your envy, which you showed in your hatred against them. And I shall make myself known among them when I judge you, right?
Oh,
Remember that. He said, I'm going to make myself known among them when I judge you. And you shall know that I am Yahuwah. I have heard all your scorns, which you have spoken against the mountains of Israel, saying, they are laid waste. They were given to us for food.
so that's what they
Like the
say
most,
out. Go ahead.
like the Most High said, they eat up your land, right?
Right.
They eat it up. It's given to them as food. That's what they're saying.
Man, you as a people, right?
Yep. And with your mouth you have boasted against me and increased your words against me. You look at that Talmud, it say the Messiah burning and boo-boo or something
Man,
crazy it say.
come on, I read that 13 again, and like you say, that's exactly how they do.
And with your mouth you have boasted against me and increased your words against me.
And increase your words against me, man. Increase. That's adding, right? When we increase, we add.
Adding, right? Saying more and more crazy things, right? I myself have heard. The Most High said, I myself heard you. How you gonna get away with it if the Most High heard it?
Most important, right?
Thus says the Master Yah, as all the earth is rejoicing, I shall make you a ruin. As you rejoice because the inheritance of the house of Israel was laid waste. You was happy.
Right.
So I do to you. Be a ruin, O Mount Seir, as well as all of Edom, all of it. And they shall know that I am Yahuwah.
Praise Yah.
So we talk about Edom. Let's keep talking about them. Let's go to Obadiah.
Okay, that's nasty. As you rejoice because the inheritance of the house of Israel was laid waste, so I do to you. Be a ruin. Come on. Most High said, hey, every time that you rejoicing and moving in and proclaiming yourself to be Israel, he say he gonna give you.
Right. You want this one, Shag? It's a lot of little reading in it. 1 through 4, 6 through 18. All right. 1 through 4.
Okay. The vision of Obadiah. This is what the Master Yah said concerning Edom. We have heard a report from Yahuwah, and a messenger has been sent among the nations, saying, arise, let us rise up against her for battle. See, I have made you small among the nations. You are greatly despised.
Man.
The pride of your heart has deceived you. The pride of your heart has deceived you.
We the Israelites. He who touched you touched the apple of his eye. That's what they say over there.
Well,
You know what I'm saying? Don't touch us.
Out your mouth, you get accused for what they call it, Semitism, whatever.
Anti-Semitic.
Come
He
on.
anti-Semitic. That's they hard deceiving them, believing they Semitic. Shemitic.
Come on.
They even changed it. It should be Shemitic, not Semitic.
Right. You who dwell in the cliffs of the rocks, whose dwelling is high, who say in your heart, who shall bring me down to the ground?
Man, who gonna do it?
Though you rise high as an eagle, and though you set your nest among the stars, from there I shall bring you down, declares Yahweh.
Right. Right. Jump to 6 to 18.
How Esau shall be searched out. His hidden treasures shall be sought. All your allies shall send you forth to the border. Your friends shall deceive you and overpower you. They make your bread a snare under you without you discerning it. In that day, declares Yah, I shall destroy the wise man from Edom and discernment from the mountains of Esau. Right?
Like you said, they ain't even gonna know. They ain't gonna discern it in that time.
Right. And in that time, I guess we'll do another history lesson. At that time, Esau was known to be wise men. You feel me? Think about the man of Teman dealing in the book of Job. Right. He came from the mountain of Seir. You feel me?
Right. Mount Seir. Right. Yeah. But he wasn't an Edomite though.
Right. He wasn't an Edomite, but he still came from Mount
right.
Seir.
That land. Right.
We would consider him that at that time, even though we ain't gonna do it. Go ahead. Okay, where we at?
9.
I ain't trying to go on no long soliloquies, like that's all. You know that.
Yeah, I know.
10. You said 9?
Yeah, 9 all the way to 18. I mean 18, yeah.
Okay. And your mighty men shall be discouraged, O Teman, that we just talking about, so that everyone from the mountains of Esau is cut off by killing.
I wonder who gonna do that. Let's keep going,
Because of your violence against your brother Jacob, let shame cover you, and you shall be cut off forever. Right? See, Esau, they getting their raiment shit right now. You feel me? Esau is these tall hat people, what they say. You know what I'm saying? They getting their raiment shit right now. Feel me? I know you can't say that you a Jew, but you end up getting reparations. And you know what I'm saying? Now you funding a lot of things that we'll say. I ain't getting into details.
Man, they funded the slave ships. So
funded a lot of things, man.
Yeah.
Verse 11. And the day that you stood on the other side, in the day that strangers took captive his wealth, when foreigners entered his gates and cast lots for Jerusalem, you also were like one of them.
That's you were just like that.
That's why we was fighting.
Just like our enemies.
And you should not have looked on your brother's day in the day of his estrangement, nor rejoiced over the children of Yahudah in the day of their destruction, nor made your mouth great in the day of his distress. Nor have entered the gates of my people, man. Come on.
Man, they in there to this day.
To this day. Don't get it twisted, man. Read that again, verse 13. Nor have entered nor have entered the gates of my people, right? In the day of their calamity. Soon as they took you out your land, guess who moved in?
Right.
Nor look down on their evil in the day of their calamity, nor
Mm-hmm.
wealth in the day of their calamity. Come on, man. Nor have stood at the parting of the way to the cutting off his fugitives, nor handed over his survivors in the day of distress.
Man, they surviving. They handing you over. You surviving. Just, you know what I'm saying? Just coming out of captivity. Like, man, I got away from that. Oh, here go one of them right here.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta understand, look how they look too. Think about who they was mixing with at the beginning. We read that in Genesis, right? From horror.
Right.
Verse 15. For the day of Yah is near upon all the nations.
Some of the nation.
All the nations. As you have done, it shall be done to you. Your reward shall come back on your own head.
Mm.
For as you have drunk on my set apart mountain, so do all the nations drink continually. And they shall drink and swallow, and they shall be as though they had never been.
Mm.
But on Mount Zion, put the other one, chauffeur that. But on Mount Zion, there shall be an escape, and they shall be set apart. And the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions.
Oh, we gonna have Esau stuff?
It was already out. They moved south, right? And Esau's was never his anyway. Come on. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame. But the house of Esau for stubble. And they shall burn among them, and they shall burn among them, and they shall consume them, so that no survivor is left of the house of Esau. For Yah has spoken, and his word will come back void.
Won't come back void. All right. Let's go to Ezekiel. Chapter 25. We read verse 8. You ready, Jermaine?
Yeah, I read.
Okay. We're gonna read verse 8 and then we're gonna jump down.
All right. This is what the Master Yahuwah said, because Moab and Seir say, see, the house of Judah is like all the nations.
Man, they said we like all the nations, right? Jump to 12 through 14.
Thus said the Master Yahuwah, because of what Edom has done against the house of Judah by taking vigilance, so that they became very guilty, and they have taken vigilance on them. Therefore, thus said Master Yahuwah, I shall stretch out my hand against Edom, and I shall cut off man and beast from it, and lay it waste, from Teman even to Dedan. They shall fall by the sword, and I shall lay my vigilance on Edom by the hand of my people Yisrael, and they shall
by the hand of who?
Yisrael.
So we gonna be whooping on Edom head,
and I shall lay my vigilance on Edom by the hand of my people Yisrael.
Yes, sir.
Man.
I didn't say it. I read it.
That's all. That's all you did, huh? That's all you did, huh? For sure.
Okay, and they shall do in Edom according to my displeasure and according to my wrath.
Wait,
so
who's
they shall know my
displeasure and whose wrath?
The Most High.
The Most High. So we ain't do this. Most High say, hey, this gonna have to come accordingly, man.
Straight up. So
Mhm.
they shall know my vigilance, declared the Master Yahuwah.
Yeah. So the Most High gonna use us to beat the head of Edom, huh?
Man, or at least be
Zechariah.
at least be the leader of it. You feel me?
Hey, you got that Jeremiah 51 and 20?
Nah, I ain't got it. I was gonna put it in there, but I was just trying to, shorten it up. Go ahead and put it in. Go ahead, Doc. Jeremiah
I'll
51
start.
and 20.
I'll start at 19.
Okay.
It says, "The portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the former of all things, and Israel is the rod of his inheritance. The Most High of hosts is his name. Thou art my battle axe and weapon of war. For with
Weapon of
thee
war.
I will break in pieces the nations, and with thee will I destroy kingdoms."
Mm,
Mm.
nice. Okay. Yamil, you able to read out?
Nah,
Okay.
Nah, I only can hit that. That's it. Don't get it twisted.
Okay. All right, Jermaine, hit this 13, 9 and 13, Zechariah.
That's my brother right there.
For I shall bend Judah for me. I shall fill the bow with Ephraim. I shall stir up your sons, O Zion, against your sons, O Greece, and I shall make you like the sword of the mighty man.
That sound like war. That sound like
That sound like war.
right
He
of
said,
nations, right?
He said, I'm gonna bend Yahudah for me. So you're gonna be that bow. And I shall fill the bow with Ephraim.
Mhm.
Ephraim gonna be the arrows, right? And I
Mhm.
shall stir up your sons, O Zion, against your sons, O Greece, right? And I shall make you like the sword of a mighty man.
Right.
All right.
That sound like
Micah,
nation versus nation right there.
Micah chapter 4 and verse 13. Adam, you there, Adam? I ain't heard your voice in a minute.
I'm here.
Okay. Is this Micah out?
Yes, sir. Arise and thresh, O daughter of Zion, for I make your horn iron and your hooves bronze.
Mm.
And you shall beat many peoples into pieces, and I shall seclude
Mhm.
their gain to Yah and their wealth to the master of all the earth.
Right. All right. Jump to 5. I'm gonna read 7 through 9. Out.
Right? And the remnant of Jacob shall be in the midst of many peoples, as dew from Yah, as showers on the grass, which do not wait for man, nor delay for the sons of man. And the remnant of Jacob shall be among the nations, in the midst of many peoples,
Mm.
like a lion among the beasts of a forest,
Man, like a lion.
Mhm. Like a lion among the beasts of a forest, like a young lion among flocks of sheep, who, if he passes through, shall both tread down and shall tear, and there is no one to deliver.
Okay, hit 9.
Let your hand be lifted up against your adversaries, and all your enemies be cut off.
All your enemies gonna be cut off. Right?
Dealing with the future. Our future looking real bright.
Yeah.
Looking real bright, huh?
Real
All
bright.
right, let's go to Isaiah. Isaiah 14. We're gonna read. We almost done, y'all. 18 to 22.
That sound like more than 25 though. But hey, all praises.
He went for 25, then he said maybe 30, 35.
Tell him, Adam. You know what I'm saying? I might have miscounted something. We got some
Okay.
one-liners.
Okay.
You know?
You hit me with them one-liners, man.
14. Isaiah 14, 18 to 22. Shag, go ahead.
I said 18.
Isaiah 14.
14. 18 through 22. I just want to make sure I'm right. Okay. All the sovereigns of the nations, all of them were laid in esteem, everyone in his own house. But you have been thrown from your burial site like an abominable branch, like the garment of those who are killed, thrust through with a sword, who go down to the stones of the pit like a trampled corpse. You are not joined with them in the burial places, for you have destroyed your land and killed your people. Let the seed of evildoers never be mentioned.
Mm.
Prepare his children for slaughter because of
Fair.
yes, sir. Preparing because of the crookedness of their fathers, lest they rise up and possess the land and fill the face of the world with cities. And I shall rise up against them, declares Yahweh of hosts, and shall cut off from Babel the name and remnant and offspring and descendants, declares Yahweh. Come on.
Man, the Most High gonna cut all of them off, right?
Put them all off.
Cut them all off.
Right. And I
All
shall
right.
make you that's it. My bad.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. I was trying to short these last few up. That way we can get done. All right. Jeremiah 30. I'm gonna read 16, 20. You keep going if you want. All right.
So Jeremiah 30, 16 through 20. However, all those who devour you shall be devoured, and all your adversaries, every one of them, shall go into captivity.
Is that what the future gonna be like for us?
Looking real bright, and then we good.
Looking bright?
We good what they call masters. We don't even want to be called masters. Just call me by my name. You feel me? You know, straight up. And all your adversaries, every one of them shall go into captivity, and those who exploit you shall be exploited, and all who prey upon you, I shall make a prey.
Mm-hmm.
For I restore health to you and heal your wounds, declares Yah. For they have called you an outcast, saying, this is Zion. No one is seeking her. Come on, man. That's how they do us to this day. Y'all know that.
To this day, ain't nobody seeking for you.
And the Most High said it's gonna. He called us. It's gonna be like that. Thus said, yeah.
Oh my bad. I was gonna say, hey, even ourselves, we ain't seeking ourselves. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
And that's sad too, man. You know what I mean? Like yeah, these other nations don't care about us, but it's even more sadder when we don't even care about us, man.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Verse 18. Thus said Yah, see, I turn back the captivity of Yaakov's tents, and I have compassion on his dwelling places. Come on, wherever you dwell, Jacob, come on.
Right.
And the city shall be built upon its own mound, and the palace stand on its right place. And out of them shall arise thanksgiving, and the voice of those who are laughing, and I shall increase them, and they shall not diminish, and I shall esteem them, and they shall not be small.
Mm-hmm.
And his children shall be as before, and his congregations shall be established before me, and I shall punish all who oppress them
Man, Most High ain't playing with all the nations that oppress us like they do.
right?
You know what I'm saying?
Now we see even when these Gentiles, when they was on that route, you know, when they said it was Underground Railroad, and it was Gentiles helping them on the Underground Railroad. Gentiles could have easily oppressed you and got you back caught up, right?
Right.
The opposite, man. That's like them Gentiles giving alms, man. Straight up.
Mm-hmm. All right. Adam or Marv? Marv, you there?
Yeah, yeah, I'm here.
You want to hit this? Want to hit this? First Baruch 4:25 to 32. All right.
All right. My children suffer patiently the wrath that is come upon you from Elohim. For your enemy has persecuted you, but shortly you shall see his destruction and shall tread upon his neck. My delicate ones have gone rough ways and were taken away as a flock caught of the enemies. Be of good comfort, O my children, and cry unto Elohim, for you shall be remembered of him that brought these things upon you.
Mm.
For as it was in your mind to go astray from Elohim,
Right?
so being returned, seek him 10 times more.
You know, it's
What'd
my
you say, Shad?
you know, it's my favorite scripture. Don't play with me, I. Well, mine went straight from the Most High. What we need to do?
Man,
Seek him
seek
10
him 10
times more.
times more.
10 times. Hey, we multiplying. We multiplying now.
Multiplying. Right.
What's 10 times what? You feel me? We multiplying now. Come on. Now we went astray. We need to go more harder than ever before.
Right.
For he that brought these plagues upon you shall bring you everlasting joy with your Yeshua.
With your deliverance. Praise Yah.
Mm-hmm.
He
Praises.
put them
All
plagues, right?
praises. Take a good heart, O Jerusalem, for he that gave you that name will comfort you.
But he that gave you that name, come on.
Mm-hmm.
This ain't no simple matter right here, man. Everybody don't have this name.
No, they don't.
Miserable are they that afflicted you and rejoiced at your fall.
Miserable.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You rejoiced at our fall? Y'all gonna be miserable.
Man. And miserable
Y'all
sounds
afflicted
like
us?
hey, miserable sounds like a whole different aspect than what we even went through, right? Because we was afflicted.
Right.
We was afflicted, but we still got to go through our women's and make kids and all these things. Miserable is a different aspect. It's different from afflicted. Come on.
Right.
Miserable are the cities which your children serve. Miserable is she that received your sons.
Man, why are they gonna be miserable? Let's look at why they gonna be so miserable. Then we're gonna jump back there. Second Baruch 72 2 through 6.
After the signs have come of which you were told before, when the nations become turbulent, and the time of my Mashiach is come, he shall both summon all the nations, and some of them he shall spare, and some of them he shall slay.
How many nations he gonna summon though?
Man, all of them are. All the nations. All the nations did us wrong.
These things therefore shall come upon the nations which are to be spared by him. Every nation which knows not Israel has not trodden down the seed of Jacob shall indeed be spared.
Wow. Wow.
This because some of every nation shall be subjected to your people.
Come on, man. So now you ain't gonna put foot on your neck on your own people when 1,000 years.
Right. Some out of every nation shall be subject to your people. Right.
And we treat them like Abraham treated his servant. Don't get it twisted.
Right. Because these people that's gonna be in here is gonna be the people that serve the Most High.
Right. And then might not even all the way have the knowledge. Remember, we rejected knowledge, right?
Mm-hmm.
But didn't even have an opportunity to receive that knowledge, right?
Right.
But all those who have ruled over you, or who have
Mm,
known, or have known you,
who have known you, that mean they know you, Israel. Stop playing, man.
Right.
shall be given up to the sword.
Cut them off.
Right. That's what Messiah gonna tie their butt up, right? They better watch what they doing, our people. They better watch it.
That's
Better
good.
take heed while you can. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good jump. That's a good jump right there. I like that.
Okay. Back to first Baruch 4 out. Tomorrow we're gonna hit
Move it down a little bit.
33 to 37.
Okay. For as she rejoiced at your ruin and was glad of your fall, so shall she be grieved for her own desolation.
Mm. Hey, one more time for me, Big Bob, please. I appreciate it.
For as she rejoiced at your ruin and was
Right.
glad of your fall,
Right.
so shall she be. So shall she be grieved for her own desolation.
Oh man, all that rejoicing. Even though, you could have been a person that was, in that time and taking us captivity and be mourning for us. But you rejoicing.
Right.
It's a
You was
difference.
rejoicing.
Right.
Happy that we gone. Yeah, they got them. Niggas.
Yeah.
For I will take away the rejoicing of her great multitude, and her pride shall be turned into mourning.
What it's gonna be turned into?
Mourning.
Mm-hmm.
For fire shall come upon her from the everlasting,
Most High.
long to endure, and she shall be inhabited of devils for a great time.
Now we got understanding to get an understanding, right? For fire
Right.
shall come upon her from the everlasting. That's Yah. If we look up basically the meaning of Yah, it means eternal, everlasting, right? So now we getting that understand. Yah means everlasting. Yah means eternal. Come on.
And then when he said she shall be inhabited of devils for a great time, that's talking about Jerusalem. Ain't nothing but devils over there.
Right. For a great time. It's been a long time too.
In a long time. They got these gay parades going on in the land and all that.
Crazy.
Just wickedness going on over there. Go ahead. 36 and 37. I guess the end.
O Jerusalem, look about you toward the east, and behold the joy that comes into you from Elohim. Lo, your sons come, whom you sent away. They come gathered together from the east to the west by the word of the Holy One, rejoicing in the glory of Elohim.
Hey, we read in one scripture say this word got to touch the four corners before the Most High come. You feel me? So this word got to touch all these corners, and people from the east and the west come rejoicing. We on the west. People from the east, don't get it twisted. In other lands, these people still, they deal, yeah, of course, they still deal with these other mighty ones, quote unquote, right? But it's still people in them lands that come rejoicing over there, dealing with the Most High, for sure.
All right, we got two scriptures left. A little reading in them. Who on them?
I'll read.
I'll take the next one.
Okay.
Arise, shine, for your light has come, and the esteem of Yahuwah has risen upon you. For look, darkness covers the earth, and thick darkness the peoples. But Yahuwah arises over you, and his esteem is seen upon you.
And
Esteem seen upon you, that means you're going to be lit up.
Right. Because that thick darkness is that blindness.
And the nations shall come to your light, and sovereigns to the brightness of your rising. Lift up your eyes all around and see, all of them have gathered. They have come to you. Your sons come from afar, and your daughters are supported on the side.
Come on, they say that they come to you. That's talking about you, Israel. That's talking about us. When they say, look, eyes all around the sea, all of them, all these nations, right, have gathered. Come to you. That's talking about you, Israel. That's being Pacific, man.
Hey, that's one.
It's black future we talking about right here. It's real Hebrew his future.
Go ahead, Doc.
No, I was want to say, and that's why we give all praise to the Most High because we was in that
All
thick
praise.
darkness, man. You know what I mean? He gave us
Mm.
eyes to see, man. So we give all praise to the Most High for that.
Sure,
All
Doc.
praise.
That's for sure.
Then you shall see and be bright, and your heart shall thrive and swell, for the wealth of the sea is turned to you.
Mm.
The riches of the nations come to you.
Come on, man. You ain't getting nothing. All these boats that's being transported and transporting goods from nation to nation, you ain't getting no cut of that, man. You ain't getting no cut. He said it gonna come to you now. You know? It'll come to you, man. Y'all got it. I'm stop talking.
A stream of camels cover your land, the dromedaries of Midian and Ephah, all those from Sheba come, bearing gold and incense, and proclaiming the praises of Yahuwah. All the flocks of Kedar are gathered to you. The rams of Nebo serves you. They come up from acceptance. They come up from acceptance of my slaughter place, and I embellish my esteemed house. Who are these who fly like a cloud and like doves to their windows? Because the coastlands wait for me, and the ships of Tarish first, to bring your sons from afar, their silver and their gold with them, to the name of Yahuwah, your Elohim, and to the set apart one of Israel, because he has adorned you.
Right.
And the sons of the foreigner shall build your walls, and the sovereign serve you. For
That's
my wrath,
it's a difference from when we build them pyramids and Ramses now. It's a difference now. They building our walls, man. It's I'm loving this future right now.
Right. Looking pretty bright.
Yeah.
for my wrath I have stricken you, but in my delight I shall have compassion on you. And your gates shall be open continually. They are none shut day or night.
Right. What you got to worry about? I ain't got to shut. I said I was going to stop talking. I'm telling you.
You are good.
Good, you ain't got to stop talking
The
now.
gates shall be open continually, right? Because at night, and then put the watchers on top to make sure nobody trying to run through. You ain't got to worry about that now, right? Come on, future looking bright.
To bring, and your gates shall be open continually. They are not shut day or night, to bring to you the wealth of the nations and their sovereigns in procession.
Come on, they sovereigns still coming to y'all like, hey, what to do? You know, we got to come up to the mountain, you know.
Stuff for y'all. Got some stuff for you.
I know y'all people are the most high. You know, I'm telling you.
Come on, rubbing his hand when they see him coming, like, yeah, what you got for me? You know?
That's true. No, you rub your hand. Hey, that's you. Oh, yeah, here it comes.
Here it comes.
Then this is the same one, you know. I watch him in the wilderness, brother. Hey, everybody in the assembly goes in the wilderness, man. Everybody keep an eye on him, man. For sure.
For the nation and the reign that do not serve you shall perish, and those nations shall be utterly laid waste.
Come on. And we talking about serve, we already dealt with that serve before, right? I ain't talking about physically serve. We talking about that come, you know what I'm saying, and worship with you. You feel me? We dealt with that.
The steam of Lebanon shall come to you, cypress, pine, and the box tree together, to embellish the place of my set apart place, and I shall make the place of my feet esteemed.
Oh, praise God.
All praises. And the son of those who afflicted you come bowing to you, and all those who despise you shall bow themselves at the soles of your feet, and they shall call you city of Yahuwah, Zion of the set apart one of Israel.
Oh, not calling you nigga no more. It's a different name now.
They ain't saying that no more.
I ain't calling you nigga no more. What they calling you again now?
Monkey.
Ain't call you that no. Ain't
They
call
should
you that
call
no.
you City of Zion.
Call you
They ain't
city.
gonna say that no more, Jermaine. They ain't saying
No
that
doubt.
no more.
No doubt.
Call you city of Zion. I
For sure. For sure.
set apart one of years right. Yeah. Come on.
Instead of you being forsaken and hated,
Hmm?
so that no one passes through you, I shall make you an everlasting
How
excellence,
long? How long, y'all?
everlasting
Everlasting.
excellence,
Wow.
a joy of many generations.
Mm.
And you shall suck the milk of nations, and shall suck the breasts of sovereigns. Suckle the breasts of sovereigns, my bad. And you shall know that I, Yahuwah, your Savior and your Redeemer, am the mighty one of Jacob.
All them nutrients. It's like a baby sucking the breast of her mama milk. Let me get all them nutrients that you just ate and got. I need that.
Instead of bronze, I bring gold.
Instead of bronze, I bring
Mm.
gold. Your pennies ain't gonna be bronze no more. Your pennies gonna be made of gold.
Man,
And instead of iron, I bring silver.
Come on.
And bronze instead of wood.
Right. Because it would say instead of iron, I bring silver. Iron is made for war. The Chinese established that, right? When they brought in that iron, it was made for war. You ain't never heard no silver instrument to stab nobody like that. Feel me?
And iron instead of stones. And I shall make your officers peace and your magistrates righteousness.
Right.
Violence shall no longer be heard in your land, neither wasting nor ruin with your borders. And you shall call your walls deliverance and your gates praise. No longer is the sun your light by day, nor does the moon give light to you for brightness. But Yahuwah shall be to you an everlasting light, and your Elohim your comeliness. No longer does your sun go down, nor your moon withdraw itself. For Yahuwah shall be your everlasting light, and the days of your mourning shall be ended.
All
Man.
rejoicing. You will never mourn again. It's gonna be all rejoicing.
And your people, all of them righteous, shall inherit the earth forever.
Wait. What kind of people gonna inherit the earth forever?
Righteous.
Righteous. All right. Righteous. Come on. And we say we're gonna do what? Inherit the earth. Ain't nobody going no heaven. Don't get it twisted. Come on.
A branch of my planting, a work of my hands to be adorned. The little shall become 1,000, and the small one a great nation. I, Yahuwah, shall hasten it in its time.
That's nasty right there. I know you
That-
about this.
that's the black future right there, y'all. One more script.
Wait.
On this. Mm-hmm.
Before you go to that one more script, please. And last time, I'm trying to make it fast. When it say, a little shall become 1,000 and small is strong nation. We just dealt with that when we read that earlier, what Big I pulled out. He said, we're going to be dwelling in the mountains, in the valleys, and across all the land, right?
Right. All the land.
Little shall become 1,000. And a small one, a strong nation, man. We're going to be dwelling everywhere in that land, man. We're going to be dwelling everywhere in that land. From the valleys to the top of the mountains and across the land fields. Come on. All right.
Okay. Now let's get another look at what we just read. Let's go to Revelation. Last script. Revelation chapter 21. Three out.
I'm giving it to Adam because I know I got the song. I ain't being selfish,
That's good. I'm glad. That's the first time I heard that. Okay.
Pass the torch to
I
me,
guess
man.
we grow every day. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, we grow every day.
This is the passing of the torch.
Yeah, man.
All right. And I saw a renewed heaven and a renewed earth, for the former heaven and the former earth had passed away, and the sea is no more.
We're gonna have to deal with that one day though, Al, right? Let's say the sea is no more. We're gonna have to deal with that. Not today,
Mm,
but one day we're gonna deal with that. Go ahead.
okay, the sea is no more.
Mhm.
And I, John, saw the set apart city renewed for Jerusalem, coming down out of the heaven from Elohim, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband.
Wait, we just said that nobody's going to heaven. It said what was coming down?
Let me hit that again. Coming down out of heaven from Elohim, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband.
It said renewed Jerusalem was coming
New
down.
Jerusalem. That's
Mm.
my dream. That's my dream I had about, man, 16 years ago, man, before I started coming into the truth. Man,
Oh, praises. Most I say I knew you in the womb. For sure.
Well, let me give you this vision, this dream.
definitely did, man. All praises.
Oh, praise.
And I heard a loud voice from heaven saying, see, the booth of Elohim is with men,
Mm.
and he shall dwell with them, and they shall dwell, and they shall be his people, and Elohim himself shall be with them, and be their Elohim.
Nasty.
9 to 14, huh?
And one of the seven messengers who held the seven bowls filled with the seven last plagues came to me and spoke with me, saying, come, I shall show you the bride, the Lamb's wife. And he carried me away in the spirit to a great and high mountain, and showed me the great city, the set apart Jerusalem, descending out of heaven from Elohim,
Descending means coming down.
coming
For
down,
sure. For
Right.
sure.
having the esteem of Elohim, and her light was like a most precious stone, like a jasper stone, clear as crystal,
Mm.
and having a great and high wall, having 12 gates, and at the gates 12 messengers, and names written on them, which are those of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel.
It ain't the 144,000 churches that they got out there,
Exactly.
denomination.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Just dealt with it last week. There's levels to it too. We dealt with
No doubt. No doubt.
Mhm. Man, coming down, man, that's big.
that. That's humongous if you want to look at it. Especially when you deal with all these Christian churches. Everybody went to heaven at every funeral, like Big Man said.
Yeah,
Every
how's that
funeral is
possible, man?
falsehood.
You got Judgment Day.
Every funeral is falsehood. Oh, you know, they
Heaven looking
down.
down on you.
Yeah. 3 gates on the east, 3 gates on the north, 3 gates on the south, and 3 gates on the west.
That's 12 gates. I can count that for sure.
And the wall of the city had 12 foundations, and on them were the names of the 12 emissaries of the Lamb.
Mm-hmm. 12 emissaries of the Lamb, right? 21 and 27. I'm gonna end this.
And the 12 gates were 12 pearls. Each one of the gates was a single pearl. And the street of the city was clean gold, like transparent glass.
Mm,
You imagine that?
right.
It's hard. Hey, it's really hard though.
Can you
Yeah,
imagine
you gotta
transparent
be there.
glass?
It's like one of them
Yeah.
things that you gotta be there to see it. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
Man, it ain't gonna be like no block of gold that you would see now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because you can't even barely you see a nice slab of gold. You know, you only get them little bitty pieces of it. But just think
Yeah,
about seeing the whole
and it says
floor, you know, whole
transparent.
ground.
You know what I'm
Right?
saying?
Yeah.
Say well, clean gold. You know,
Yeah.
when you find gold, it be dirty in the dirt in the river. You feel me? And you find gold in like rivers and it's dirty, and you still gotta clean it off to even know that it's gold. It might look like a rock at first. You know what I'm saying? Say clean gold. Huh? Ain't never seen no clean gold like that. Even when they refine your gold, you wearing it on the chain, man. That ain't no clean gold that you thinking about.
Mm-hmm.
That refine. Go ahead, I'm with you.
And I saw no dwelling place in it, for Yahuwah El Shaddai is his dwelling place and the Lamb
Come on, that's a big. That's a big verse right there.
is the dwelling place. And the city had no need of the sun nor of the moon to shine in it, for the esteem of Elohim lightened it, and the Lamb is its lamp. And the nations of those who are saved shall walk in his light, and the sovereigns of the earth bring their esteem into it.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
And his gates shall not be shut at all by day, nor night shall there not be. And they shall bring their esteem and their appreciation of the nations into it. And there shall by no means enter in whatever is unclean, neither anyone doing abomination and falsehood, but only those who are written in the Lamb's book of life.
We
So
gotta
that's
be. Oh, go ahead.
yeah. Hey, we got to get in that Lamb's Book of Life.
Right.
You know,
Right.
in order to have a black future, a Hebrew future, you got to get in that Lamb's Book of Life and follow these commandments and believe in the Most High and His only begotten Son. All
Yes,
praise
sir.
to the Most
And that's
High.
the
All praises
only
to the
mark you
Most
taking,
High.
right?
And then we love. Hey, listen, man. We ain't vouching from this nation or another nation, but you know just how we started saying go to the lost sheep. So we love our people. So we say Hebrew Israelites. You feel me? Because we love our people so genuinely, but we will say Hebrews in general, as in Hebrews, Hebrew Israelites. We love our people, so we want to see that for sure. That's what I say.
Hey
My
man, just
people in
look
there.
at the mercy and grace of the Most High, though, man. Just
Yeah.
last Shabbat, man, I think all of us basically took a head whooping compared to this Shabbat, where you can see the future and
Yeah,
got a glimmer of hope. Straight up,
Yeah, a little hope right here.
straight up,
I'm dealing with that, big man, for sure.
straight up.
I'm dealing with that for sure. That's for sure, for sure. That head whooping was nasty.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Hey,
sir.
Man, that head whooping, boy. Yeah.
Still on the brother to the day.
Yeah, I know.
right. But that future though,
Exactly.
real bright.
Exactly. Real bright.
Bright. It's
I need
bright.
a
Real
whooping.
bright.
I
Bright.
need a
Well,
head
now
whooping.
we understand. Well, it's so bright. All we can do is come before the Most High and bow. Right? It's so
For
bright.
sure.
Look to it. We gotta bow
For
our
sure.
heads. We gotta bow our heads and give our praises for sure.
Yes, sir. Hey, but with the future, make everything that was said last Shabbat a whole lot easier to do, though.
Hey,
Just looking at the future
right.
of it.
That's
Right,
for sure.
right.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Say that dude mean that's that work, right? That's
Yes,
that
sir.
to do it, right?
Yes, sir. Straight up.
And then what can we say? We've been blessed with that understanding. Now we have to do it, right?
On the real, brother. On the real, brother.
Ain't no playing with it.
And my brothers is on it. Even though we're gonna receive all those things from the nations, all the possessions, the gold, the streets. The only thing that can come to my mind when I think about that is just simply making it is enough. You know what I'm saying? That other stuff is like, it's cool, man, but this is simply being the presence of the Most High for all eternity, man. That's enough for me, man. For real.
You know what a brother always say, man. Even if I'm a doorkeeper,
I was gonna say that too.
Straight up. Brothers walking in, they're like, let me get that dough for you. Yeah, you looking good.
The best doorkeeper ever was, wasn't
Right.
I'm loving that white
doorkeeper over there. He's
white.
elite. He know how to open that door good.
Hey, open it good. There ain't no squeaks, no nothing. I keep the oil on.
Yeah, no squeaks on or nothing.
Squeaks, no nothing. Now, feel me one time. Straight up.
Yeah, man. You almost had me.
91 to close it out, huh?
Psalm 91. One of the greatest songs that was written. Hold on. Quiet my kids on this.
Psalms is going good with this
Yeah.
little discussion. So
Yo, Mark, you still there?
sometimes
Yeah.
No. Yeah, it's your songs, bro.
Oh, okay.
Yes, sir. Psalm 91. Let's get it. He who dwells in the secret place of the Most High, who abides under the shadow of the Almighty. He is saying of Yahuwah, my refuge and my stronghold, my Elohim, in whom I trust. For he delivers you from the snare of a trapper, from the destructive pestilence. He covers you with his pinion, and under his wing, you take refuge. His truth is a shield and armor. You are not afraid of the dread by night, of the arrow that flies by day, bang, bang, of the pestilence that walks in darkness, of destruction that ravages at midday. 1,000 fall at your side and 10,000 at your right hand, but it does not come near you. Only with your eyes you look on and see the reward of the wrong ones, because you have made Yahuwah, my refuge, the Most High, your dwelling place, right? No evil befalls you, and a plague does not come near your tent. For he commands his messengers concerning you to guard you in all your ways. They bear you up in their hands, lest you dash your foot against a stone. You tread upon lion and cobra, young lion and serpent. You trample under your foot. Because he cleaves to me in love, therefore I deliver him. I set him on high because he has known my name. When he calls on me, I answer him. I am with him in distress. I deliver him and esteem him. With long life, I satisfy him and show him my deliverance. Yahushua.
Man. Hey, all praise.
all
Hey,
praise to the Most
All
High.
praise. Hallelujah.
hey, that song went perfect with everything you just read about. You know what I'm saying? Like
The first one did too.
yeah, but that was our downfall, not putting our trust in the Most High. So we
Right.
read that Psalm 91, wake up, Israel, let's put our trust back in the Most High.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And he's gonna be with us, man. All praise, man. Call me Asherah, man, for real.
Wow.
Sure.
Hey, it's still early. I got some bonus scriptures that I forgot to get off. I got like
Okay.
6 of them.
6 of them. That's nothing more than
That's all right. That's all right.
we can hear them, right?
That's a discussion.
Yeah, that's a discussion. Right? That's like a discussion. Yeah.